And that's the thing about Nazis. You can put them in a movie, and they're definitely the bad guys. There's no moral ambiguity there.
I really wanted to say a comment, but we're on YouTube now, so I'm not going to say it.
You can
it's
say
about
what you
Disney
wish,
comparison with because they both hate Jews, don't they? Disney.
Yes.
Sorry.
Walt Disney was a rampant anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
But
God bless him.
Make enough animated mice, you can get away with anything.
Or at least you have enough money to buy your way out of everything.
But there's the Empire in Star Wars again, aren't they? They're practically dressed as Nazis, so you know where you stand. They're definitely the bad guys. Definitely the bad guys. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, you are all in the town of Myste-Hass. It currently is the early hours of the morning. It has been a horrific few hours for you. Malmuir is obviously in a slightly separate situation from the bulk of you. Duke, you've not long arrived back in town. But it was in the mid-morning yesterday that all hell broke loose in town. At first, from wherever you were, there was commotion from down the docks, and then a number of rumbles, one after the other, that shook the ground. You saw smoke rising from the docks. Smoke that poured out in such thick blackness that at points it shadowed out the entirety of the town as if there was an unending storm. At one point, as you were moving from one street to the other, the smoke was split and twisted as if something forced its way through them, dragging the smoke after it in its wake. Another explosion rocked out from the north of the town, and a fresh column of smoke started rising from the Temple of the People. Screams were to be heard everywhere. An invading force was in the town, and a dragon was seen flying overhead. Not just any dragon. This dragon was huge. You're at various stages of your adventuring career, but everyone knows about dragons and their size. You may have even heard rumours of the large black dragon that is far to the north from here. But this dragon was colossal. It flew across the city, burning streets left and right. Helvetians moved from their fortress in the north down to try and stave off the attack from the docks, forming a shield wall on one of the streets. They held off the invading force for a short amount of time before the dragon landed behind their ranks and incinerated the Helvetians along with part of the attacking force. The dragon taking to the sky again, burnt buildings left and right, allowing quick entry for these attacking individuals. You fought here and there, but with the sheer numbers that you were facing and the injuries that you sustained, you had no choice but to eventually run and try and hide. As it stands at the moment, you've managed to find your way into some degree of cover in the dead of night. Still, screams can be heard here and there. As you look out of the window of the warehouse that you're holding up in, you can see orange in the sky in various directions around you. Wood smoke is prominent in the air. Now and then, a waft of burnt flesh comes with the wood smoke. I'm going to start by saying you are on 10 hit points because you have sustained injuries during the day. Okay. I will be generous and allow you, if you are a spellcaster, to still have your full allocation of spells. We are now at the dead of night. We're looking about 3 o'clock in the morning. Periodically hear armoured, booted feet running past. I'm just going to briefly pop in to speak to Malmuir. So Malmuir, you look into the main hall in the Temple of the People after making your way up to try and get a drink after several hours in your laboratory. You'd felt the rumbles but thought nothing really of it, and much of it. You moved past your guardian up up the stairs, and then saw the shape of the huge scaled beast occupying the main room of the Temple of the People, its long neck, red scaled, poking along the main corridor. The smell of smoke is rank in this building. Whatever drapery that Harbinger had placed up is singed and burnt. Tables are burnt, and you can see, looking down the corridor, there are dead bodies scattered everywhere. This huge dragon has nested in the Temple of the People. You hear the sounds of no one. What do you want to do?
Sneak back downstairs again.
Brilliant. Make a stealth roll for me then, please.
And I'm dead. Oh no, hang on, that's just a hurricane. 4.
4. Okay, Melania. You catch your breath in your mouth. Pause. Thinking it's best if you retreat for the moment and rethink what to do. You turn round, your foot catching on what looks like a bedpan. It clatters down the corridor, banging on the side. The noise seems to echo around. You're facing away from the dragon, but hear no noise from that direction.
I would just continue moving very quickly, stop trying to sneak, and just leg it downstairs into the
You
catacombs.
start to move quickly. You feel a waft of air, as if there's an air pressure change, come from behind you down the corridor. The tip of your beard just blows forward a little bit with this change of pressure as you hurry yourself down there. The air that you feel coming towards you is warm.
Oh shit.
Malmia, can you roll initiative for me, please?
Oh shit. To 16.
All right.
Good luck, mate.
You get right to the top of the stairs. This warm air blasts past you. You pause for a second. You're first on the initiative. What do you want to do?
Continue running down the stairs towards the catacombs.
All right.
And into my lab if possible.
Okay, turning left, you go down the stairs hurriedly, almost stumbling down the last couple. For hands shaking, you reach the door to your lab. You go inside and close it behind you. Your guardian is stood there motionless. You look up at him. And now we go to the rest of the group. So, scattered as you were, the rest of you have found some refuge in a warehouse. You were mixed through various parts of the town, you found each other, and now you're holed up in this one location. You've shut the door. What do you guys want to do?
Come to a new town, they say. It'll be fun, they say. That's what the advert said, anyway.
Well, it's not normally like this.
Normally the nightlife isn't this hot.
Have a look around. Who's here? I assume it's this lot of this lot are in the same place. I'm assuming.
Hold the line, caller. I will just put you on an appropriate map, and you can fully see where you are. And I don't want to alarm you by putting a map out. I know there's an immediate expectation. This will immediately lead to combat. And you're not wrong. Put Malmia on there so you can see. Okay, you all on that map?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So perhaps a moment to quickly go round and see who is who.
I don't seem to have control of Duke, though.
That's not up for debate.
We're not allowed control of our characters because there's no point.
Yeah, you fool. You think you have control?
Yeah, I think all of us.
So
You're on
in
quick.
the middle of the room, you see a man, a tall man, who's wearing chainmail. He's got cropped, shoulder length brown hair. You can see that he's got pointed ears, but his facial features don't look elven.
Would I recognise him as a half elf?
You might put two and two together and think he might not be a full elf.
Yeah. I'm just gonna while I'm sort of seeing all these new faces, I'm just gonna sit down and just try and take a short rest and just sit down and just sort of get my bearings again.
I think everybody should have control of their tokens now.
Yes.
Thank
I do.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I'll look around the room and take everybody in. I'll see Duke stood right next to me, and I'll just hold my hand straight out to him. Hi, I'm Elril.
Duke, pleased to meet you. I'll stop and shake your hand. You'll notice a slight elven look to me as well, but not fully.
It's a party. It's an elf party. Sorry.
That's weird because I also have pointy ears.
Yay!
We can all speak a separate language to each other. It's fine. So they can't understand us, hopefully.
Everyone's an elf.
Yeah, feck, Malamie. Let's just get out of here.
I'm half. But, yeah.
Great.
And I'll look over to the lady who is on my right.
You see her all dressed in jet black with a face mask across her hair and just a little bit of auburn hair coming from under her hood. Quite tall. Can't really see my ears though, so you don't know I'm an elf.
Yep.
But I am. I look rough.
I like the look. You look hurt. Do you need help?
I think we all need to chill for a bit because I've seen a lot of horrors, but today has just been very on the top of the list.
Yes, I
If
second
we
that.
if we stay here, we're done for. We need to get out, and the dead night's the best
Only
time.
thing I can think of is I don't know where anyone. I did read a post. Did Dramos try and contact Totoro? Or
You did.
I did read. Yeah. Did I get that contact?
That's not happened yet.
Okay, that's fine then. So all I can think of is everyone would be at the Temple of People. I don't know if they'd still be there.
Tora, did you see any of our allies out there while we're...
I did not see anyone. All I saw was a lot of death and fire. Did we all see the dragon though? I assume above us.
Oh yeah, everyone saw the dragon.
Yeah.
There were also
Yeah, I was gonna say.
some smaller winged creatures, wyverns flying through in the sky.
Okay.
I've not seen a
Okay.
dragon that big in some time.
No. I think if we do go, we're gonna have to be the stealthiest of stealthids
I think so.
when we go out
Right.
of there, because we are all on the brim of death. And we've got to try and get out of here and see if we can find any of our party, anyone we know, any people that are struggling. Just try and get as many people out of here.
That's
Well-
the only thing we can do.
I can keep guard for you fine folk while you catch your breath and heal yourselves. I will have a look around and see if there's anything useful in this warehouse.
the door to the warehouse moves in a bit. It's closed and they've got a bar across it, but it moves in as if some pressure has been applied to the door from the outside. Got twin large doors on the left-hand side of the map, and they sort of flex in a bit. Someone's out there pushing.
Is there any way to look over the entrance?
Yes, if you you can go up. So there's just to the south of where that door is a set of stairs, and they go up to this raised balcony. There. If you go up to the raised balcony, you can peer through a higher window and see out into the street.
I'm
Oh, go on.
going to try and move up to there is my intention, but yeah.
I was going to try and do it, but sneakily.
All right. Well, I mean,
I'll just stand in the middle of the room and turn and face.
I'm going to, seeing that, I'm going to try and hide
all right.
anywhere that's like.
Yeah.
Well, there's crates and furniture and all sorts in here, Datora, so you can squat down behind something you like the look of, then make a stop.
Yep.
I'd find something on the map to hide behind.
Yeah, I was going to try and have a look. Where's the door on the map? Sorry, just
Big dory looking thing on the left.
that there. Okay, I'm going to try and hide like down here.
Okay.
So I'll just get my stealth check.
I will. I will just be sat there, Jamie, on the floor and cleaning my pipe out and trying to refill it with very shaky hands, but having a good go at it.
Okay. All right.
21.
Okay.
16 for me.
I'm going to, if I see somebody else climbing the ladder, I'll go on and hide sort of behind where the door would open and try and get some cover there.
All right. So it's all boring going up now.
Yeah.
All right. It's all boring. You
Looks like it, I think.
clamber up the stairs.
21.
Duke, you get behind the door. You get up to the top of the stairs and peer out of the window. As you glance down, there's two men out there. Both are wearing hooded cowls. One's pushing the door and he's turning to the other one. He says something to the guy next to him. Make a perception roll.
Can I hear them at all, Jamie? Where I am?
You can make a perception roll.
Oh, I
9.
think we're gonna need it.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Everybody's been taking lessons from the Harbinger.
Anything you can do, I can do worse.
So Duke, you don't hear anything. No one else in the room hears anything. Boring. You sort of crowd out here. You can just hear a murmur of voices, but you can't make out exactly what they're saying. The second man, the man behind, produces from underneath his overcoat a long metal bar and hands it to the first. The first one gets to the door, places his hand on there, and starts sliding the bar in. Duke, inside, you can see this metal bar slide between the opening of the door and start moving up and down towards where the crossbar is on the inside.
I'm going to look up to. I don't know his name's all boring, but he's to say all boring. Then the random person top. I sort of go, psst, psst, who is it?
I sort of go. I'll whisper to Datora with using message. 2 men outside. I don't know who they are.
All right.
I'm going to flick the bar off and open the door.
Okay. So you flick the latch out of the way and pull the doors in. The man is surprised, leaning forward a little bit with his bar out of the way.
Get in!
The both of them rush in.
Close the door,
Shut the
rebar
door,
again.
shut the door. Pushing the door. You can see the first man, the second man who came in now. Part of his overcoat is badly burned, and there is a sort of sickly smell coming from him. That same sort of crispy pork smell that you may have caught here and there.
It's smoky bacon, isn't it?
Yeah, Walker's new flavour, burnt Myste-Hass. The
Are you guys on the run?
who isn't on the run? Get this door shut.
I have been shutting it, or trying to shut it.
So the two of them get the door shut and they quickly try and push the latch back in the way. The second man, taller of the two, he slides down onto the ground, breathing heavily, whereas the first one's sort of looking around, trying to take the room in.
I'll go over to the big man that's just slumped down. Is he the one which looks really badly hurt?
Yeah.
I'll go over. Are you okay? Do you need help?
And he pulls back his hood, and you can see that the whole one side of his face is burned. It's all around this part. His eye is still intact, but he had facial hair, and that is now matted under what looks like a melted skin.
I'm sorry to say, but
Oh.
your beard looks absolutely rough now. Let me help you a moment. I'll put my hand on his
Yeah.
shoulder, and I'll do lay on hands for 5 HP.
Okay. As you do that, you see some of the redness disappear from his face. There's the scarring remains, but some of the redness and inflammation dies down.
That dragon get you?
Yeah, it got me. The first, smaller of the two men says, absolutely did it get him. We were in a side street.
Where's it now?
I don't know.
Do you know where the dragon is now? Is it still in the air?
I haven't seen it. The skies are dark. I haven't seen it at all. What we're hiding from at the moment is the troops.
Yeah, we're planning on getting out of here. We can't stay in this city. You guys know any ways out?
Well, normally I'd go out via the north gate, and occasionally I am allowed in the Elven Quarter, so there's an exit through there. But I don't fancy my chances of getting in there right now.
What's happened? Has that been attacked?
I haven't seen anything in there. I haven't gone in. But you know what it's like. We don't open that gate for the best of times. I'd wager if we got to the Elven Gate, we'd find hordes of people trying to get in there.
Jamie, while this is going on, Ranthor would have given up on his pipe, not having steady hands, and he would be meditating at this point,
You're gonna meditate.
trying to gather his thoughts. Yeah.
All right.
I want to come down the stairs and just go back to my resting position.
Yeah, I'm resting and hiding, but still a little bit of listening.
We were down a side street, and I didn't see the dragon itself, but it breathed fire into the main thoroughfare leading into the marketplace, and it just licked around the corner into the alleyway. There were 4 of us in my group. Then there were 3 of us. Now there's 2.
What happened to the other one? To get caught by the guards?
Yeah. He was our spellcaster. I mean, nothing flashy, but enough to get us in somewhere if we wanted to. Distract a guard, but he just couldn't run as fast. Good for us, I suppose.
Insight check.
Okay.
Listening to this, I'm going to be thinking about Morthal in that castle.
15. Do I think he's lying about him just falling behind, or?
He looks down at the ground as he says it, like he's looking at you, and then he looks away as if to assess the room as he says it, but he clearly feels uncomfortable about what he just said.
I'll keep it to myself.
I am sorry for your losses.
Well, his loss, I guess your gain. You've lucked out with finding us here.
Well, I can't stay long. I was just hoping to give us a bit of time here for Aurora to heal, or at least catch his breath, and then we're going to try and make a run for it out into the wilds.
Which way are you heading?
Oh, weird.
If you say the north gate is blocked, or you wouldn't go that way, and the Elven Quarter is probably blocked off.
I was going to try and get down to the docks and swim out.
Could get a ship. Only ships out there.
I haven't seen the docks yet. I know there was burning down here, but water doesn't burn, so I'm sure just drop into the water, keep our heads low, and then we'll get out of here that way. You folks can do what you want. I only need some shelter for now.
You're welcome to stay with us. We are not staying too long. We're just resting up ourselves.
Some voices outside the doorway. Oh shit.
Is Ulborin still up on the parapet?
No, I've came down and just sat on the floor resting.
I'll go up this time then. Try and see if who's outside the door.
You can make a stealth roll then for me to release Duke.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh,
14.
yeah, not too bad.
Okay, you get up the stairs, make your way up. Climb to the top. The top, last but one step creaks annoyingly as you get up. You don't think it was that loud. You get up to the top part, move over, and just edge your view over the window to look down. There are 5 armoured figures outside, and 1 robed figure. The robed figure has his hood pulled back, and he has what looks to be a length of scroll in his hand, which he's got braced on a book. He's addressing the soldiers, apparently, that are next to him. You can't clearly see them because of their helms, but the way that one's chin juts out, it's quite clear to say he's got an orangey hue to his skin. Not human, not elven.
And they're outside, directly outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other exits from here? There's not, is there?
There is not.
What's the roof made of?
The roof is made out of shingle, so you got just wooden planks.
So we could go through that in theory.
One of the armoured
I'm
figures
kind of-
pushes on the door.
I'm just going to do that down to everybody.
I'm gonna hide myself a bit more while trying to stay quiet as I can.
The robed figure is talking to one of the armoured guys, and he's pointing at his scroll. I'll have a perception check off Duke, please.
Oh, well,
That's okay. You catch bits and pieces of what he's saying. So you catch as much as to say, it is very important that at least 6. But everyone did you find? Particularly Rasvin. He mumbles something else. All boring. Dramos. Malmure. But any others of the same ilk you find, They must be brought intact. Let me make this clear. We can have no more of these incidents. What happened in the Sailor can't happen again. Any you find, bring them to the Hallmaster. Now, sweep the rest of these warehouses. No one hides. And then he goes to one of the armor figures that moves away, leaving you with a slightly smaller number. They move over to another one of the warehouses nearby that has an open door and disappear inside.
How many are left outside?
So now I think you have 4 of them. There were 5 armored figures to start
There's
with.
4 outside, and some others have gone. Okay.
Okay, so who's right next to the door now? Elril?
I'm not. So I'll move. I'll move myself. Sorry.
Duke's upstairs.
I'll put myself up here for now.
I'm standing next to the door because I healed the big guy.
Okay.
Am I directly over the door? Am I to the side of it? Where's the window overlooking it?
There. So it's right
Okay,
on the side of the building. This is the smaller of the 2 guys that came in. And here's the larger one. Ooh, he is large.
My God!
You big boy! You big boy!
You big boy!
Okay. The door pushes again, so Elril is right next to you. Voice on the other side says, "Open up!" Thank you. Give it.
No. Fine, here you go.
Thank you. Put my finger right in the ketchup. Put my finger right in the ketchup. Open
I
up
will
in there.
stand still and be quiet.
I want a stealth roll. Elril.
Oh dear. Oh well. It was
Here we
fun
go.
while it lasted.
Disadvantage, I guess, him because Paladin. No!
6. Yes.
I think I heard someone in there.
Guys, a Minelli.
I think I heard someone in there. Oil and torches, boys. Burn this one to the ground.
I'm gonna look up at Duke. I'm gonna push the 2 guys beside. Well, the injured one. I'm just gonna kind of push him so he's not in line of sight of the door. I'm just gonna open it.
Before he does that, just as a kind of a bonus action thing I've got, can I use my what's it called? Insightful fighting. So I do an insight check against a creature that I can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by their deception.
Okay.
And if I win, I basically can have sneak attack on them if I attack them.
Okay.
So, insightful fighting. So, what am I going to do? Insight check.
Against their deception.
It's their deception.
I got 17.
I've got an 18.
All right. So Ranfor, you've ducked down a bit. Is that right?
Yeah, just meditating, yeah.
Meditating, yeah, trying to calm yourself. Totoro's hidden right at the back, or Borin's towards the middle of the room. The larger of the 2 men, Error is behind the stairs, screwing the stairs, and this one has moved off to this side here. Elril, you open the door.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you. I was just rummaging around for some food. It's been a long day. How can I help you, fine sirs?
You can see now clearly as you open up. This figure has got a brutish face, quite flat nose. The nose is spread quite wide. Nostrils almost like slits coming up to the side here. Brow is heavy, slightly orcish in appearance, well armoured. You can see now that one of them is currently lighting a torch towards the back of the group, and the others seem to be armed. They have swords at the side, spears, shields. The one at the front. Who you got in there? Hey?
It's only me. I'm the only one.
And who are you?
I am nobody, sir. I have just come here recently to try and find my fame and fortune.
Fortune?
Yes. Isn't that what everybody wants? To be rich and famous and live a life of luxury.
I don't know, to be honest. But I don't like the look of you. Tell you what I'll do. Me and the boys, we could be persuaded to move on. If you can show us a trick.
Show you a trick? What trick would you like to see?
Do you know any magic? We love magic.
Magic? Isn't that what people who wear robes and pointy hats do?
Seems everyone knows a bit of magic in this town. Can you do any?
It's not something I can do.
Well, you're gonna have to come with us. Come out here.
And why would I need to come with you?
'Cause I said so.
Jamie, at this point, if you'll allow me, I'm going to Misty Step in between them.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my drift globe that's sort of badly attached to the end of my quarterstaff. And I'm going to click my fingers almost to turn it on immediately. And in a nice, deep, booming voice, I'll be saying, "We don't suffer fools!" And then the light will come on as he clicks his fingers.
Okay.
And it's game on!
A sudden change of air pressure as Ranfall appears amongst the group of you. You see the large creatures, armored creatures, step back. The lead one goes, "Spellcaster!" As Ranfall starts shouting, "We don't suffer fools here." Can I have initiative from everybody, please? In the room.
Yay!
Here we go, folks. You asked for it, and Ranthor
No, we
delivered.
didn't. No, we didn't.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no!
was definitely trying to avoid it.
So,
Oh, well.
Yeah, you'll learn that Ranthor has a bit of a bad temper, unfortunately.
Datori's been with Ranfor, so she
He understands it. He's an all or nothing type of guy.
She's been with Ranfall.
Hey,
Been in the
Datora
same
is not
group.
a slut. She's celibate now after her last
do we-
time she was in with
do we-
someone.
Do we say it's a separate from a togi, or is that too soon?
Fuck's sake.
Well,
I'm quite a few
you've
feet
still got
shorter,
a
that's for
togi's
sure.
body. You've still got a togi's body. He seems to be doing okay.
I mean, I don't need him. I just need his body, isn't it? That's what it is, isn't it?
Exactly. It might just feel funny and when you touch him.
So, Ross,
Nathan,
what
sorry.
was your character's name? How do you spell it?
Elril. Like it's spelt on Roll20. Elril. Elril.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, A-R-E. Sorry,
E-L.
E-L.
Echo Llama. Romeo Indigo Llama.
Awesome.
Indigo Llama.
Yeah, lot of llamas in there.
Because he's not. It's not purple. Because purple's not a color, apparently.
Okay. Boring.
Yes.
What's your initiative?
It was 18.
Okay. So, strictly speaking, round 4 has a surprise round. So, in your surprise round, you misty stepped.
And the orb. I've got a drift globe light on the end of my quarterstaff.
Okay.
It is kind of with, as in like twine to hold it on, because he hasn't had a chance to get it properly put on by a blacksmith or anything. But it is, yeah, it's just the end of his staff tied on.
Okay.
And it just requires a single click of my fingers in order to produce full daylight, as if the sun has come up, I believe.
Ooh,
All right.
maybe blinding.
So it's very, very, very bright, and it'll be aimed directly in their eyesight. So
like a flashbang. Yeah.
blind, yeah, like a flashbang grenade, without the sounds, of course.
Is that actually an effect that it has?
Maybe.
Is this an actual item, or is it
It
just
says,
something you're saying?
Let's have a look. So it says, let's have a look at Drift Globe. Where is the Drift Globe? There it is. It's a wondrous item.
Oh,
It's a small sphere of thick glass. It weighs a pound. Within 60 feet, it emits a light of daylight. Once used, the daylight effect can't be used again until the next day.
just light shines.
Yeah,
from the eyes.
it emanates the light or daylight spell. So I'm
light
assuming
or
you're
daylight
casting
spell,
daylight
yeah.
spell.
Yes.
Is that what you're
I
doing?
want it as bright as possible, yeah.
Okay. So you swing it round as it bursts into light. The whole front area, in fact, most of this building, booms out in light. Light spills out of the front door of the building as well, which is open, out into the street. So there's a radius of light that bursts in this front area. The 4 creatures look back and put their hands up from this globe.
So do I.
Okay, so that's your bonus and your action. Is that you done?
Yeah, that's me done, because, action and bonus action both completed there, isn't it? Yeah, so
It is,
done. Yeah, I just need to make sure that I click Misty Step wherever the hell it is. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Datura,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay. I'm just seeing a big blind of light. I've obviously seen the guys beforehand. They come in. Now there's a big blind of light.
Well, it's daylight. It's not blinding light. So
Okay.
It's just really illuminate the front of the building.
Okay.
Maybe a moment of like adjusting to the switching light, but
Yeah.
everything is very clear to see there now.
Okay, what I want to do then is I'm going to hold an action from where I am. So I'm going to hold my crossbow ready to shoot at any of the enemies that become within 30 foot of me. So I can just go at it.
Okay, so you're holding action. If anything comes in 30 feet, you're going to shoot it.
Yeah, because that's the range in it, so I have to be wait to the 30 foot, yeah.
Okay. Elril.
I'm going to draw my sword and take a swipe at the one on the right.
Go for it.
It's only a 10.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The first one of these creatures, moving back from the light, lifts up his shield slightly to shield his eyes, just as you swing him with your sword and it clatters across the front of the shield.
Yep.
That you done? You good
Probably.
level 1 character, you.
Bonus action, 2-weapon fighting. That's not happening. Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. All boring.
I'm unsure. I'm just gonna stay where I am, hidden, and action to dodge. I'm just waiting to see what happens to begin with.
Okay. With the sword clattering off the front of the first creature's shield, it brings its shield down and then lifts up its sword, and tries to swing it down on Elril. Natural 1.
Ooh.
Well, he's muted. I don't know what you said there.
That would even miss Dramatize.
Okay.
The next one probably won't.
It's that one there. So he steps forward a fraction and goes attack. The one here, opens his eyes more clearly, and he's going to try and attack. Round 4, I'm going to give him disadvantage on this because you're swinging the globe of light around your head as you do it.
Woo!
Okay, so that was a 17 and a 2. So armor class 5 I hit there.
My armor class is 15.
Alright. The one behind, who was more slightly outside, he's going to try and attack Ranfor as well.
Oh, sugar. When you put yourself in danger, you might get hit.
That is a 19.
Yeah, that's a hit. Could I use a reaction?
Yeah.
The reaction I want to use is... Where is it? Shield.
Yeah.
Good choice.
How do I use that?
Adds
What do I
5
use?
to your AC.
Oh, adds 5, so that puts me up to 20.
That's fine. So he brings the sword down, and then a barrier holds his hand as his hand shakes trying to get this sword close to you, but doesn't breach it. The final one behind is also going to try and attack you with his sword. And he gets a 19 as well. So
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
another reaction?
No, you,
Don't need
Also-
to. It stays
yeah,
for the
it stays
round.
to the end of the turn. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Thank goodness.
So the one swings at Elril, misses awfully, and the rest of them all focus on the source of the light emanating from the centre. They beat down on him, but Ranfor is able to hold them off with this barrier of magical energy between him and all of the creatures, trying to force their swords through this thing. If you can imagine, the shield appears, and they're trying to slowly push the blade through the barrier. The one at the back turns and shouts over towards where that other building is, for Duke's benefit. Spellcaster! And it's Indy's go. He is going to run up with a dagger and try and stab that one that's next to Elril.
Yes.
Natural
Come on, lad.
20.
Yes. Come on, lad.
What a guy.
Come on, lad. Come on, let's go.
It's 6, 7, 8 points of damage with a dagger there.
Nice.
I obviously distracted him.
That's pretty good. So he comes in behind him, distracted by Elril, slides his dagger up under the plates of armor into the back. The creature in front of you, Elril, turns round to look at this guy. That's him done. The other one's going to stay hidden under the stairs, being as badly injured he is. That puts us on to Duke's go.
Can I get my which one have I got Actually, I can have sneak on any of them, can't I? Because they're all engaged in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that got hit with a dagger from the guy at the back. Can I? No, actually, not him. Oh, can I see? I can't. Can I see any of the ones at the left-hand side?
You can see both. So if you stick your head through the window, you can see these two are really just on the outside
Right.
of the door. And then looking this way, you can see the other two inside the building.
And does the window open at all, or?
It's just an open space. It doesn't have a.
Oh, okay. It's not like a glass. Okay. I'm going to get my crossbow and take a shot at the one to the top left. So this one.
Okay.
Who I'll have sneak on won't die because he's in combat with the mage, who's a psycho. That'll miss. 13.
Slams into the ground near him. He looks down at the ground where the soil sprays up at him and starts looking up towards the top of the building. Anything else, Duke?
I will. Can I bonus action hide, actually? Where's my stealth? 24.
Okay, so you duck down behind the sill there, which brings us to Renthor's go.
Okay, well, it's all or nothing with Ranthor, so seeing this many people around him, he wouldn't play it safe, to be honest.
And to be fair, that's just what Hitler said. It's all or
Yeah,
nothing.
it's all or nothing.
Wow, God.
This is definitely NSFW.
So
Everything in my life is SFFW, to be honest.
he would, with the quarterstaff in hand, after swinging it round, he would slam it into the ground, and he would cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whether it does affect everything within a 5-foot radius. Apologies.
Whoopsie.
At least it's not a fireball, eh?
Nah.
Constitution.
Then we're all
saving
dead.
throw. Okay. So there's a boom that comes out from where your staff hits the floor. Constitution saving throw. Then from all of those, and one from Ross as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Top left, natural 1.
Oh dear.
Top right is a 12.
Oh, exactly what he needs.
Bottom left is a 5. Bottom right, natural 20.
Oh, so 2 pass, 2 fail.
Yeah.
So that would be a good old chunk of 6 damage each for those that failed. And for those that passed, I don't think there is anything that happens after that.
Yep. That's it. So roll your d6.
It's already done it for 6 thunder damage, I believe.
It's
max damage.
Nice. Super. Okay. So those two almost stagger back from the doorway. It's blinding light has come out from there, and then going for the full range of Gandalf, Hobbit party special effects. You've lit up the place. You're booming there. It's all fireworks.
That thunderclap is sound 100 foot away.
It can only be heard 100 foot away.
Yeah.
That's fine. They're all come running. Or they'll all go running away thinking the dragon's coming back.
So,
And then Ranthor will stand there proud.
so from high above the city, you can see a bird flying over would see little bits of fire as buildings still maintain their burning status from earlier in the day. And this beacon of light in the southern district of town. It's a huge beacon of light has illuminated this one building, and then a boom from the same location. Dozens and dozens of small pricks of light as torches start converging on it. That is the end of the round. On that note, are we going to quickly pop over to the Temple of the People? Okay, Malmir, you got yourself into your room and shut the door behind you. What would you do when you're in there?
After slamming the door behind me, I would slump against it for a minute, feeling my age and catching my breath. And then, see what happens in that minute, I suppose. If I could hear any...
The minute passes in utter silence. You feel your own ragged breathing, the exertion of just running down that flight of stairs amongst the shock of seeing the dragon. You pause there for a minute and hear nothing.
Looking around the lab, searching for ideas. Malmir would get up and start rummaging through his cupboards, looking for a particular glass bottle, glass vial, potion. And then perhaps turning to one side and seeing an old robe, perhaps, that's got some chemical burns down the side of it. And then turning back to look at the gladiator zombie guard in the corner. And back at the robe.
Clay's
And back at
corpse
the
looks at
zombie.
you completely passively.
Yes, I think this might work. Hurriedly grabbing as much as I can of my equipment and things, stuffing it into a small bag, satchel type thing. Put the bottle on my belt, where my potion usually is. My healing potion usually is. And I'll pick up the robe. Or go and dress Clay in one of my old robes.
Okay. So, as you dress Clay in the robe, we'll cut back to Datura at the top of the round.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to Misty Step, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna Misty Step up here.
Okay.
Very good.
Up here. And then I'm going to bonus action. That's my motion. So I'm going to do a sneak. I'm going to just do a stealth. So go up there and stealth, if that's okay.
Okay. So you're Misty stepping up there and then you're hiding.
Yeah. So just do a stealth check. $22.
All right. That's fine. The end of your go?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Elrob.
I will swing at the one on the right again. Getting a 19 this time.
He's so distracted by the dagger in his side, he pulls his shield right back to swing a man behind him, opening himself up further. You thrust forward, digging your sword into him.
It's 7 slashing.
7 slashing. You thrust what must be a killing blow into the front of his armor, buckling the plate. It sinks deep into him and triumphantly you pull the sword back out. He staggers backward, but somehow is still on his feet.
Okay. That's me.
your turn. The boring.
Bloody endurance.
I'll move 5 feet out of cover, and then I'll misty step behind this one. And then I'll go for a dagger attack, please.
Okay.
I love how we've all got Misty Step as well. I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck with them.
That's it, yeah. Where are all these people coming from?
I'll do a green flame blade attack.
I'll go for it, Warren.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
Show me potato salad.
Oh wait, hold on a second. That's just the damage. Bear with me.
There with the dagger.
Hold on a second. It's that one. 17 to hit.
Okay, the air pressure change as you occupy a previously empty space wafts forward over this hobgoblin. His head turns to the side and he looks over just as the dagger's coming towards him. He swings round and blocks it with a shield, pushing your arm back.
Sugar. Okay. Right. Okay. So I've done an attack. I've bonus actioned. I've still got 25 feet of movement left. I'm gonna try and move away from him without him getting a hit on me. Hopefully.
All right,
So I'm gonna.
let's see what happens.
Has he got advantage with flanking?
He does have advantage. Ranfall's the other side.
I did roll with advantage. Yeah,
Oh, did you?
so
Okay, sorry.
I
missed
did,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Rub it in, why don't you, Darren?
Yeah.
You had advantage and still screwed up.
It's still shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and run
All right.
upstairs.
So he brings the sword back. As you go to move away, he swings at the bit of air that you were in, getting 6. So sweeps through the air as you move away from him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start running upstairs, and that'll be my end of my turn.
All right. So this one back here is going to take a swing at Ranfall. All right. Oh my God, that's awful. That's an 8 Ranfall, so that's going to miss you.
I'm glad you said, oh my God, that's awful, without a huge pause.
The other one swings. He gets a 15 to hit you this time.
Rounds over, so that would be exactly the armor class.
I think
Yeah.
still running for you. I think it's the start of your next turn.
Is it? I thought it was to the top of the
For the
round.
start of your next turn, you got +5 on your AC.
Oh. I should probably read what these spells actually do at some point. Yeah, so that would be a
Right.
miss.
So again, this one swings his sword again, trying to penetrate the shield. Can't get it in.
They asked for magic casters, so...
This one here is going to take a swing at Elril. That is a 14.
No.
All right.
I built a character with a higher AC than 14.
Who'd have thunk it, eh? This one here is going to move across to get advantage on you and attack Elril.
Do I get an opportunity of attack for that?
No, he's still within your reach.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean, yeah. Okay.
It's a 16 this time.
No.
Ah. Okay. So, Duke, from your hidden position, you can hear some commotion outside. That is the end of their round. It's our intrepid India's go, who's going to try and get this dagger in again. Other end of the spectrum, natural 1.
Yeah.
So he thrusts forward, but the blood from the hobgoblin's previous wound has made his handle slick, and the dagger just flies forward, clattering along the floor. And he goes to run for cover. So he goes to run that way. As he does so, the hobgoblin will swing at him, getting a 17, which will hit him.
Oh.
For 3 points of damage, which is okay. He's still up with that. And now it's Duke's go.
Can I see anybody running towards the beacon of light still
you're in
shining? I'm
You're
assuming.
in cover at the moment. You stick your head up and peer outside. You can see over in that other warehouse that the other hobgoblin and the rogue figure went in. You can see a light coming towards that door now. It appears they're rushing back out of there, presumably to where you are now.
I'm gonna shout down at them. You need to run. There's reinforcements coming. I'm out the window and lower myself down.
Okay. Can you make a athletics check, please?
Probably not.
You need a 12.
Oh, 5.
All right. You tip yourself over and grab hold of a couple of out-jutting bricks. You put your foot on one and go to lower down, and the brick you're holding on to just pulls loose out. You try and grab forward, but lose your grip completely and fall hard on the ground, taking 5 points of damage from the fall.
Ooh.
So, outside.
That's my move, isn't it?
It is. So you are.
I assume I'm prone.
You are prone.
How far? Well, how far have I fallen? 10 foot something, right? Or
Yes.
so can I use the rest of my movement to get up? Whatever's left of that movement.
Yes, you didn't use more than
Yeah.
movement.
So I'll get up and sort of dust myself off.
I think falling is free movement.
Is it? Oh, whoa! What a result! I'm going to try and come down the side of the alley, the back against this. So I'm assuming I can't do it obviously on the map, but I'm assuming there's a alleyway by here somewhere.
There is. Yes, you can go around the side of the building. Yeah.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide again. All these people taking on folks who are on no hit points. I don't know. I'm obviously hurt and I'm breathing loudly. 7 on stealth.
Get around the corner. There's a from your ankle as you come round.
Oh.
So you get around the side of the building. All right.
Rogues doing silly things.
Ran for you, goddamn dramatic hero. What are you going to do now?
Oh. Seeing everything going on, Ranthor realizes that maybe it's about time we laid a couple of people to rest.
Ooh.
So at this point, he will cast Thunderwave again, dramatically slamming the bottom of the quarterstaff into the ground.
Thunder wave this time.
This is Thunderwave, yes.
Oh.
Oh, and he will say, "Let death take you all." Slams it into the ground. However, this one is 15 feet, so apologies,
there is a
everyone.
clarification there. So Thunderwave doesn't emanate from you. Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube out from you in a direction.
Oh, okay.
So you can
push it out in front
get
then,
two
yeah.
of them with it.
Yeah, get these guys here, yeah?
The two outside.
Yeah.
All right. Constitution saving throw from both of them. All right. That is an 11
It's a fail.
and a 19.
That's a pass. Son of a gun. However, one of them is going to take 21 points of damage.
Okay. All right. As the boom resounds out, you can see the one to the bottom left there sort of hold his shield up in some effect to steady himself from these sound waves that smack into him. The other one, shield wide open, catches the full brunt of it in its face. You can see his skin ripple on his face as this shockwave hits him. And as he tries to push himself forward, his head twists to the side, and there's a just at the moment the noise of the thunder stops. An audible crack from his neck, and he slumps to the floor dead.
Yeah.
The other takes half damage, Jamie. On a failure, it's full damage. On a pass, it's half damage. And
would that be rounded up? Would that be
If-
11?
Rounded down.
Rounded down
And-
to 10.
and for anybody who didn't hear the original thunder clap, this one's heard 300 foot away.
Oh,
Excellent.
All right.
According to
Let
more
them-
reinforcements.
yeah. Let them know that we're here to fuck shit up.
The other one who held his shield up is still on his feet.
And with that, I will stand firm.
Okay, so at the bottom of the round, the robe is securely placed on Clay's mouldering body. You put down your paintbrush and think about what you're going to do next.
Okay, I'm going to find a shiny surface that could be used as a mirror.
Okay.
I'm going to attach it to a broom handle or similar. And then I'm going to open the door.
You open the door. Probably can't you open the door. It opens with a creak. Oh, I should have oiled that.
God damn it.
Okay.
There goes the shiny surface.
Put it out and look in the mirror. You can see along the corridor to where the stairs are leading up. Nothing there.
Okay, I'll pull back the mirror in. One last adjustment to Clay, and then I will command him walk out into the corridor.
Okay. Obediently, Clay's corpse walks out into the corridor.
Does he
Once he's
get?
in the corridor? He stops. Lumbering steps are awkward.
Out comes the mirror again.
Okay. You twist it round.
Good.
Down the corridor. See the bottom of the stairs, there's nothing there.
Okay. So I'm guessing so far no one's tried to contact me in any mental capacity.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I know the catacombs quite well.
You do.
I don't know. I've never been behind the lead-lined door, but I do know that a coffin came out of it, which had transportational qualities. So I would be curious, see if I could open it. Using my shield and Clay as a human shield, I'm going to sneak down the corridor.
All right. Make a stealth roll.
16.
Okay. As the very second you step out into the corridor, you hear some noise from the top of the stairs at the end. Sounds like footsteps rather than a dragon. At the moment, you don't see anybody.
Okay. I'll command Clay to pull out the weapon I gave him. I don't think I made a note of it. And start backing up down the corridor, but leaving Clay in place.
Just as you start backing up the corridor, you hear a voice just float down on the air. Is there anyone down there? Anyone? I'm I'm looking for survivors. And we cut back to Datura at the top of the round.
I think I could just about hit that one now if I hit him.
Okay.
So I am going to just about. It might be a disadvantage, but I'm going to try and hit him.
Well, what are you using?
Crossbow.
You shouldn't be at disadvantage with the crossbow there, surely.
Is it a hand crossbow?
Yep. Hit him.
It hits the door behind him. Does not hit him, I'm afraid.
I'm going to bonus action stealth. Hide again because he's going to see something's come from that direction. So I'm going to hide.
30 foot is the normal range. You can shoot
Okay.
up to 120 foot with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Alright then.
Right, so you hide again.
29.
Elril.
Swing at the same one again.
Oh.
Nope. Obviously distracted by the one behind me, so I'm kind of like put my shield up to block that one and just take a wild swing at the one in front of me. And I'll say over my shoulder as I'm blocking the goblin behind me, "Put that damn light out, you fool!"
Alright. And that's you done. So it's all
Yep.
boring.
I'll move 15 feet back to this one, try and stab him again.
Okay.
With advantage. Oh, 17 again. Come on.
He's ready for you as you move in. Intercepts with his shield.
Yeah, the bonus action disengage, move back again. Yeah. And I'll end there.
It was a bonus action disengage, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes it my go. So this one up here lunges forward towards Elril. Natural 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. Make sure I'm using the right dice here. Okay. 12 points of damage.
Yoink! I go down.
All right.
No.
So he thrusts his sword forwards into Elril. Elril falls to the floor. Ah! And then he'll hold there. The opposite side of Ranfall, who was still reeling from the thunder wave, takes an attack on you. That is a 21 to hit you.
Attack on me.
Yeah, on Ranfall.
Yeah, that just hits. Yeah, it hits. Yeah, it does.
All right.
Yeah.
That is 9 points of damage.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah, fuck it. Plus an additional 6 points of damage.
Plus an additional 6.
He's going going to use his martial advantage to deal an extra 2d6 to a creature if he has an ally within 5 feet.
Oh dear. That does put me down to 0.
All right.
Oh shit. I've got no healing, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
Looking at the situation, Elril, who was holding the line there, falls. Seconds later, Ranfor also falls under the swords of these things. This one now moves under the stairs, looking for your glowing green blade.
Oh no, I didn't go underneath the stairs. I've gone up the stairs.
Well, then it goes up the stairs.
Yeah, up the stairs.
So coming up the stairs to you.
Go on then.
That is a 16 to hit you.
Oh, I'm going to. I don't know if I want to use my. Yeah, I'll use my shield. I'll shield up and just. My AC goes up to 20.
Okay. That's me done. So, Indir, who's underneath the thing, sees Ranfor and Elril fall. And she, run! Everybody get out of here! And he will run to the back of the room, looking for an exit. It is Duke's go.
Oh, I am going to try and find somewhere to hide, expecting them to be taken.
Okay.
I don't want to move too far away, but I'm trying to move enough away up the alley, but to try and keep an eye on where they're going. So I'm moving a bit. Do you want another stealth roll, or?
Yes, please.
Oh, it's even better. 7.
So you stealth down the side of it. You move your way through all of the dried leaves, these discarded parchments, and the milk bottles.
Clapping them all over.
Ranfor, can you make a death saving throw, please?
I've made a vital error, but yes, I will.
What's the error?
Turns out I could have kept casting shield, but it's not going to make much difference because you got a 21, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's not going to make any difference. Yes. What am I rolling for this? Do I just click on the fail success?
Yep.
Does that do it? No.
No, you're going to roll. There's a dice in between them. You got failed on one side, success, and there's a dice in between them. Click on that.
That is one fail for
That's a
Ranfor.
fail.
Okay. That's the end of the round. Meanwhile, in the catacombs,
Okay. I'm gonna start slowly moving backwards whilst listening, making my way towards the lead-lined room.
okay. So you see some feet appear on the stairs. You get all the way back to where the door to the lead line room is. You see some feet appear on the stairs. Who goes there? I've come to rescue you.
I
can get us out of the city. I have means to get past the worm.
I will cast Thaumaturgy. Can I use that to speak normally but throw my voice, I'm assuming? No.
Go on.
Yeah. I can do it to a sound that originates from a point of your choice. Excellent. Okay. I will command Clay to keep his sword handy, but to hold up his other hand. And I will say, "Stop there! I'm I'm alive down here.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad to have found survivors. I have a small group of people, and we're going to make our way out of the city to try and meet up with the rest of the heroes of the town. I thought I'd do a quick sweep over what's left of the barracks, and there's nothing, so I'm just checking the temple as well.
That is commendable. How wonderful to see someone with such heroic intent. But I could not leave without some time to gather my belongings.
Well, gather them quickly and let's get out of here, and I would hesitate to describe myself as any kind of hero. I've seen far too many of my countrymen fall today.
Is the dragon gone?
No, but I'm not without means. I can pass while it stays asleep, but I only have a short amount of time.
Perhaps you can help me gather my things.
I'm really not sure how much time we have, and you look like a fine warrior. How many things could you need?
Just a few items, and I'll command Clay to walk back into my laboratory.
Well, quickly, I'm not sure how long I can hold the dragon. And the feet go back up the stairs.
Okay. I will go back to the lead line door and see if it'll open for me.
Try it. It does not open.
Shit. Not going well.
Who'd have thunk they'd have kept that locked?
Let's go and lock it for Dramos. Well, I ain't got nothing to open it with, so I'll command Clay to come out of the room.
Yep.
And as he starts walking up the steps, I will. It's not going to give me enough. It's not going to give me enough space. I'll command him to start walking towards where that guy was, and I'll start sneaking up behind him.
You can make a stealth roll then, please.
Yes. It's a 6.
Okay. So you try to, you think, move stealthily up behind this automaton of yours. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you're a short distance behind it. You can peer up and you can see Lord Master Borrow up there, wearing his Helvetian robes, which are now grimy. Is that Malmio down there? I thought it was just you, sir.
Ah, Lawmaster.
I'm so glad to see you're okay.
I did not recognize you.
We should get out of here. I have no Helvetians, but I've managed to round up a couple of militia guards that have survived. Part of the wall to the north is damaged. We could possibly sneak out through the rubble.
Oh, part of the wall to the north, you say?
Yeah,
Interesting. And where is your group?
they're outside.
And is the dragon asleep?
To a degree, he's somewhat distracted.
Can I see the dragon?
Not
Where
from
I
here,
am?
you're down at the bottom of the stairs. You'd have to go up and along the corridor to see where the dragon is.
Okay. I'll start cautiously walking up the stairs.
You walk up the
I'll
stairs.
command Clay to follow me.
There's just Lawmaster Borrow when you go up. There's a corridor, and you know at the end of this corridor, just to the left, is where the bit where you can see the dragon.
some minor aches and pains, but I think I'll be okay until we can find a safe place.
I know exactly how you feel. I'm not built for combat. I'm built for paperwork. Do you think you can move quietly? The dragon is under my control. Control, that's a strong word. The dragon is held by
I'm afraid
I'm not sure
that I am
what else might be in here.
I'm a holy warrior of Gar, and I generally don't sneak about the place. I normally walk confidently in the shadow of his shadow.
Then shall we exchange speed for stealth and move quickly?
Indeed. Do you have a plan?
Yes, I'm going to move quickly past the dragon before my concentration wears out.
You have a plan to get out of town, then?
Yes, there's a broken wall, as I said. We could sneak out through that. I don't think they have any guards on it.
Interesting.
The dragon
Well.
does a huge amount of damage.
Let us make haste.
So, your Master Borrow moves carefully to the end of this corridor and looks down to the left. You can see the dragon there on the head down, long scaled neck, seemingly asleep. Quickly, and your Master Borrow moves across the corridor and then down the side of the corridor where the dragon is. He has to move within 5 feet of the dragon's neck to get outside the corridor.
I'll send Clay first.
Okay, so Clay lumbering along. Moves along, heads along and then turns 90 degrees exactly. And then starts moving along this narrow gap by the side of the dragon's neck where it's got its head in the corridor. You see the dragon's head from this point. Its eye, only the right eye is all you can see is closed.
Once he's reached a distance that I could also safely pass, I will command him to stop and follow.
Right. So you move along, and your Master Borrow has managed to move past the dragon's head now. Clay gets so far, but then you move on. You feel yourself hunching over and moving in some almost a slight crouch in an effort to try and be as quiet as possible. It's terrifying being right next to this huge dragon's neck.
I've got my hand on the potion that's on my belt.
You take a couple of steps forward. You get right level with the dragon's head. You're only a short distance away from the dragon's eye. You can feel breath blowing out the side of its mouth as you're moving in this 5-foot gap. Datora, top of the round. Elril and Elril and Ranfor have just hit the ground.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to try and shoot with it disadvantage then to this one.
At disadvantage? You're not at disadvantage.
Oh shit, okay then. 18 then.
Okay. 18.
17. 17 piercing as well. Because it's
Alright.
sneak.
Damn, why did I do that? Hold the line, caller. Too many windows are open in this room. Okay, what did you get? 18.
18 and it's a sneak attack. So it's, oh god, I think it's all of that, to be honest. So yeah.
The hobgoblin down there who pulls his sword out of Elril's body. Just as you move with your crossbow, you move a box that's right there and it scrapes along the floor. He looks up and brings his shield up just as the crossbow bolt slams down into it.
Okay,
Just as that happens, the bolt goes into it and he pulls the shield back, revealing the crossbow bolt in his chest. He falls
Oh my
over
God.
backwards dead.
Oh, thank fuck for that! I thought he was going to do something else!
Wow.
Nice.
Just pulls the shield away, and he's just got the arrow in his hand, and he's going, no.
All
I
right.
thought he was going to do something like he had a higher AC then. I was like, for fuck's sake.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Nicely done.
I've still got my movement and bonus, so I'm going to. Yeah. I'll stay where I am, but I'm going to bonus stealth again because I don't know if the other person here saw that or saw me.
Okay.
So I'm going to hide again. 18.
All right. Elril, descend for it, please. That's one pass.
10.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, I have to get
Let's
10 or
hope you-
higher.
Tens a
Oh,
pass.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Okay, it's their go.
Oh, mine. My
It's
go.
Borin's go, yeah.
That's
Yay.
I'll say, don't have your go because I'm dead. Is that opening at the top of the warehouse? Is it enough for someone to misty step through?
Well, there's a
Or, like,
window.
still look at
There's
this?
a window looking out, so you could look out into the street and misty step out.
Yeah, that's what
However,
I'll do.
there are some people coming across the street. There's another one of these hobgoblins and a robed figure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make my way to the window. Obviously, I'll get attack of opportunity. I'm not gonna try and avoid it or anything. Oh, I'm gonna try and you can swing at me basically.
Okay. Try and swing at you. That's a 17.
Shit. Reaction shield again. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, so I'll just cast that shield as I'm running away, and then I'll try and obviously get out the window and then like misty step, kind of where up to the left side of the warehouse. Just try
Okay.
and then try and sneak around there and hide.
Okay. So you get down to the side of the warehouse, appearing there. You can plainly see Duke moving along that side of the warehouse.
Okay, I'm gonna just. I'll try and hide. Yeah, with him as well.
Okay. There.
Oh,
go-
actually, sorry. Sorry. Before I do anything, as I was running back up as well to get out the window, I'm going to shout out in Elvish, "Run!"
Okay.
And then I'll stealth.
All right.
14. That's fine.
On their round, this one moves into here. Datora, really, you can see that hobgoblin moving and slides his sword straight into the injured man who came in early with a burnt face. He eyes roll back and he falls into unconsciousness. This one on the opposite side where Ulborin was. He will. You stealthed with an 18, didn't you? Okay, so he, with Ulborin discipline, looks back. He looks down into the ground floor and then looks round, panning his eyes over the upper story of the balcony here. Slams his sword down to the ground and takes his bow off his shoulder, pulls out an arrow, puts it in a knot, scans his eyes over the balcony on the other side, but doesn't appear to see you. So the hobgoblin then suddenly draws the string back on the bow and unleashes an arrow, which slams into Indir at the far side of the room, killing him. Okay. So he's gone. Duke.
Oh. He's on board with it, isn't he? Have you? What's happening there? Are they fallen? Are they alive?
Everyone's dead. Everyone's down, except Datora.
I'm going to make my way away from the building.
Okay. Round 4. Death saving throw, please.
Oh,
Painful.
The dragon.
That was very prophetic. Anyway, Nathan.
what's up?
The dragon. You're right next to the eye, Malmir. You're literally a foot away from this eye. You can see the motion of the eye itself under the eyelid. Clay is right in front of you. Borrow is looking back, gesturing some. Come on, come on.
I will take a minute, unmute myself, stare at the dragon, just ratcheting up the tension for a second as I analyze this sleeping creature, just to try and determine if it's old, young, battle scarred, and I might discern from just taking a moment to look at it, and then I'll carry on.
You look along the length of the dragon. Make a perception check.
Come on, perception. An 11.
You get a noise. Indistinct, you can't be sure what it is. Some long, discordant note. A horn? A whistle of some sort? Suddenly the dragon's heft moves. The eye opens, rolling around, and the whole head off the ground. With what looks like a pull back, as if its head is trying to move and resist against something, then lurches forward and moves its whole body out the front door. Lord Master Borrow pushes himself against the side of the wall as the dragon moves out into the open. There's a waft of air back down the corridor as the dragon's wings, and he takes to the air.
Holy shit, you guys are in trouble.
What do you mean we already are in trouble?
I've been in trouble for about 2 rounds now.
Well, you know who to blame for that.
Yeah.
So just back against the wall. I turn towards Lord Master Borrow. I thought you had it under control.
Well, I thought I did as well. It was a shaky control, but we should definitely use this opportunity to get away.
Yes. Is there anyone else left alive?
Well, we could search the rest of the temple, but I must be afraid I'm not the bravest man, and it took all of my courage to come in here as it is. What if the dragon comes back, and this seems like a golden opportunity to get the hell out of here?
Is there a clear piece of what I'd like to do is kind of make a mark on a wall, if possible. So with perhaps a piece of broken stone or a burnt timber, if not my dagger into any sort of piece of wood. I just make the letter M, and then word gone. North. Gone north.
Okay. So you take a little bit of time to do that. While you're doing that, I'm going to skip back over to Datora.
Okay. Is there a window on my level?
The only window you can see is on the opposite side, behind where that hobgoblin is with the bow. The one that Duke dropped out of.
Only window in the whole building?
Yeah, it's just a warehouse.
Okay. What I'm going to do is then, seeing as everyone's got out, I am going to action dash, then bonus action dash, so I am going to run at full speed at 120 foot.
Okay.
Out the door and see if I can see anything, anywhere I can potentially hide.
All right. So we'll say this: you drop to the ground, you make a mad run for the door.
Yep.
As you do that, an arrow clatters off the floor near you, and you run out to the open.
Yep.
You run off into an alleyway.
Yep.
And no one seems to pursue you. You hear shouts for a short while.
Okay.
Run out into an alleyway. Left, right, left.
Okay.
The voices go quiet behind you.
That's all I can do because that's both. So yeah.
What I would like is for you to make a wisdom check, please, Datora.
Oh, I hate wisdom checks. So, just a wisdom check, is it, or is it saving?
Just a check.
I don't know. How do you do a wisdom check? I've never done one.
Just click on the wisdom, yeah.
5. There we go.
All right. So you left, right. The voices all go quiet. You make your way through the alleyways, and you see an opening up ahead. You start heading towards that opening, and then pause, realizing that in the mess of alleys, you've turned yourself around and come back to the same clearing. You stop and crouch down behind a box.
Yep.
You can see at this point you've been away for a little while. There's a cart there now, a couple of the other troops, and they're loading Elril's body onto the back of a cart. They bring Ranfor's body out as well. You can see them talking, and then the robed figure pulls inside his hood, and he pulls his hood up, and then on the top of the hood he pulls down and he puts a gold mask on. Going over to Ranfor's body, he produces a gemstone, places it on Ranfor's chest. Shiver from Ranfor's body as he starts to move. They load the body onto the back of the wagon. The robed figure gets on as well, producing a curved bronze dagger from his belt. Ranfor goes out of view, and the cart starts moving away, with Ranfor and Elril's body on.
Okay. But is all the guards gone with them as well?
All the guards seem to go, yeah. They all go with this wagon. They were talking, but they were too far away, you couldn't hear what they were saying. But they they took those two.
Okay. Well, that's my go, so whoever's next now, because I'm just...
So, the bulk of you are... that's really, it's all boring. Duke and Datora are really roaming the streets now.
We need to find each other somehow.
Elril and Ranthor are in the wagon. Malmir. So you scrawl on the wall.
Yes, I do. And I might regret this. But I'm going to take off my armor.
Yes. Discard your armor, throw it on the ground.
I'm not throwing it on the ground. I'm keeping my shield.
Cast it away. You won't need it, my good man.
It seems your
And,
chest was completely exposed.
That's so creepy. I love it.
All right.
Okay, so you take your armor off, place it down gently.
I'm not taking. I'm going to put it on Clay,
You're gonna put it on Clay. Okay, place it on Clay. Strap him up.
aka my mule. Oh, poor Brave. Okay, yeah, and I'll start following Lawmaster Borrow.
So Lawmaster Borrow gets outside. He's right by the door, and he's just get to the entrance. As Clay gets closer, you see Lawmaster Borrow sniff the air, as if there's a bad smell under his nose. True enough, you've kind of forgotten that Clay smells quite so bad. You've preserved him, but still, he doesn't smell fresh.
I'm afraid, in the excitement, I forgot that I was supposed to be embalming this chap and then taking him to his final resting place. Lawmaster, I would not want to see his remains left in a crumpled pile in the Temple of the People. I would wish to take him to a proper burial place. You understand, of course.
Your customs are your customs. I really just want to get out of here. And, if I can get you to safety, I've at least done something worthwhile. But all of your dallying is making me... Oh my goodness. Hide. And he pushes himself back into the doorway.
I'll do the same.
From your position, you can see along the wall from the outside of the city, and there's an explosion right above the gate as flames erupt and along the side of the battlement. A couple of seconds later, there's a lightning blast which arcs along the top of the battlement as well.
Holy shit.
Something serious is going on up there. Make a perception
Just-
check, Malmia.
Okay.
Your elderly eyes defy the passage of time, and as you look along this length of battlement, you can see the chain lightning burst through Rasvin's chest on top of the battlement, and he slumps down to the ground, the lightning then arcing round and slamming into Corim. Rasvin goes down, and you see their opponent they're fighting, some other wizard, Ravaran, disappear from view. Corim runs forward towards Rasvin's body and then disappears from view as well. The dragon flies straight up towards the gate.
Fuck.
So you guys are in the shit then, I'm guessing. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Can I still see Rasvin's body?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fucking
Right.
hell.
During this moment, with Lawmaster Borrow, I'm going to stare at him with my wizardy, creepy old man stare. It's very uncomfortable. And I'd like to just fix my gaze upon him and determine if he really is escaping. How the convenience that he arrived at the Temple of the People looking for survivors.
Inside check.
Suit you,
21.
Okay, so you're looking him up and down. He looks round, and then you just catch this brief glimpse, just of him whispering something under his breath. Yes, my lord, I have them here.
Oh, you fucker.
Him for much longer.
You fucker. I love that.
Well, Lawmaster, let us go.
Yes, just a short run here. Just hold 1 second, I'll see if it's clear. And he just slips round the side of the building, heading to the right towards where the northern wall is.
I will... Shit, how long does this last? I will poke my head out the door and look which way he went.
Okay, he's a short distance away from the door. He headed directly right, and he's about 20 feet away, looking up towards the wall.
Does there seem to be a hole in the wall?
You can't see one from where you are, but make a perception check.
Perception, come on.
You're on good rolls.
18.
You're doing well, yeah.
You put your head and you crane it round. You can see no sign of any serious damage on the wall at all. There's a shimmer a short
Okay.
distance down the steps. So your perception check goes to it. There's a shimmer, and then a figure appears. I'm going to need to ask you to come with me, if you don't mind. The figure is dark-haired, neatly trimmed beard, long robe, neatly cut. Appears to have been in some form of combat. I mean you no harm, of course, but the town is under my control. It would be for the best if you cooperated.
Just one moment. I am an old man and I must catch my breath.
Of course, Malmio, of course. Now, it would be best if you come with me, swiftly.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out a necklace.
Okay.
And throw it over Clay's head.
Okay.
I'm going to command Clay to attack this guy.
Yeah!
And I'm going to drink the potion from my belt, which is the final potion of gaseous form.
Make an initiative check, please.
Oh.
Versus Ravaran.
Ravaran!
Oh,
Yeah. No!
fucking hell.
Yeah, I knew it was Ravaran.
I was going to say, isn't he the guy that fucking destroyed the other group?
Oh!
Okay.
He didn't destroy us.
7 on your
made us kill
initiative.
him.
He's just kicked our ass multiple times.
My initiative,
Oh!
Oh wow!
Yeah!
1, so you get to
yeah.
go first, for sure.
Only if you want to. You don't have to go first.
You could hold your action.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So, acting first, you throw this necklace over Clay's neck.
yeah,
Bonus action for that.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was hoping that might be a surprise.
Yeah.
I thought I
Oh.
might get that one for free.
You can have that for free. Yeah, surprise.
Thank you. Okay, bonus action to command Clay to charge at him
All right.
as I action drink the potion.
Okay. Let me just.
He can't counter a potion.
You can't counter a potion.
Hopefully. Eee.
Let's have a look at this roll.
I know what I'd be doing, but I'll play Stum.
Okay. So your form breaks down as you enter mist form. You can still see Clay run down the steps towards Ravaran. So let's bring Clay's character sheet up here and see what happens.
And he's in an extra layer of scale armor for whatever it's
Scale armor.
worth.
So he runs down the steps with a sword and swings it down, slashing it right into Ravaran's shoulder.
Could do our job for us, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Clay.
Come on, Clay.
Well, he can just point at him and
Disintegrate him or something. Or...
yeah.
Ravaran's been seriously fecked.
Has he? That's good.
Well, we think so, as he's healed up.
Alright.
He hasn't, because that was literally seconds ago, that incident.
Mm.
Well, I had no idea that was the case.
Yeah.
I didn't even care who it was. I was running.
All right. So he slashes through Ravaran's shoulder. He gets a second attack. Thinking about it, he misses with the second attack. Ravaran sweeps his arm to the left, and Clay disappears from view. Almost as if he sweeps his arm across, and with the sweep of his arm, he just blanks out Clay from existence.
Fucking hell.
What?
You're up.
And so, I feel like there's a strong wind that suddenly rushes past us. The slight jingle of bells in the air. Okay.
So you're a gas. I believe you have a very low movement speed.
I'm going up.
10
Going
foot, isn't it?
straight up. All right. As you go up, you can't help but look back at Ravaran, who seems to tense, his eyes looking left and right. Okay. He looks up towards you. The Torah, Duke, and Orborin, after about an hour, not far away from the marketplace, you run into each other.
What do we do now?
We need to get out of here. We need to see if there's any
I think
holes or anything in the walls or
I'm
to get out.
thinking sewer. I'm thinking go down. If we stay at street level, I think we're around the open really.
What happened in the warehouse?
They have literally took the two party members who fell on a cart, and one of them put a crystal towards. Is it Rasvin's? Not Ras. Is it
Vansfor.
Vansfor, that's it. Chest, and then they took them all. They all went in the cart. So.
They're after spellcasters. I overheard them saying they wanted spellcasters.
I think I know who it is. There was something I encountered a while back where they wanted spellcasters. They do horrible things to them.
Around?
Oh, great.
Horrible things.
This is
Thank God I'm not a
Ravaran.
spellcaster.
Mhm. They probably took him. So anyone who is a spellcaster, they're taking. Anyone who isn't, they're essentially just killing or just.
Jamie, while we're speaking, can I just look around and see if there's any manhole covers, see if there's any sort of ways into the sewer?
Perception check.
Perception or investigation?
No, perception for this.
Okay. Oh shit, no, natural one. I'm too busy with the conversation.
You look down the alleyway, you can't see one, but you do see one out in the marketplace, out in the open.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Go for it, my good man.
How far are the docks from here?
So you'd have to go down the hill. It's a good about 600 feet.
I think I'd know the sailors down by the docks, wouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey.
yeah.
Hello, sailor.
Those they were talking about the sailor and some incident there, and the hooded fellow was saying, "Don't do a repeat of whatever happened to the sailor." So I think they've massacred. So, not sure the docks are any good.
I think
Maybe we head for one of the walls, or is
I
that
think-
where they're all coming in? I don't know.
I think
We're going to be
we're
looking
gonna-
for people escaping.
Hmm.
They're searching warehouses. We have to. Do I know about the catacombs or the old
I know about the catacombs.
I would know about them as well.
Yeah.
Should we go towards the Temple of the People, or is that too risky?
I think that's too risky. I think if anyone, I don't think they gather there. I think if these people are out for spellcasters, and if any of our party are still, they would not go there. If they were all there, they would all be there. But I don't think anyone is here. I think our best bet is to get somewhere safe and form a plan and see if we can get a message to anyone at this moment in time.
What do we do? Where do we go?
I'm thinking,
What's the nearest gate to here, Jamie?
yeah,
So you're right in the centre of the town at the moment.
Right in the centre. Ah.
I think the north gate is probably going to be too risky. That's the main route of coming in and out of Myste-Hass. So I think that one's too risky. That's
Should we
the
go
main
towards
goal.
Should we go towards the Elven quarters?
Yeah, I think they should let us in, the elves, if the elves are okay.
No, the elves they're good. Well, the West Docks.
West Docks.
Like, I think the sailors down by the South Docks. There's West Docks. We need to find a way out of here.
West Docks is probably our best bet now.
As long, I think if we stay covered and stay stealth, keep our voices down, try not to draw too much attention, I think we should hopefully be okay. But I think we need to try and find an exit which is not going to be heavily as guarded.
I see. West Docks is probably the best bet.
Okay, if we think West Dock, we'll go West Dock then.
It's worth the shot.
But
So,
don't draw attention, try and avoid combat if we can.
I can't take
stealthy.
another.
I think we're all worse for wear.
A bad look will down me now. So yes, I'm not interested in fighting.
and what's your name, sir? I did not get your name back there.
I'm Duke.
I'm all boring. Nice to meet you.
I'm Datora.
Right.
Pleased to meet you both. It's
Right.
I don't fancy our chances, but I fancy them less with those
Right. We need to get going now. Let's just
creatures.
go now. Go.
Okay, yeah.
We'll start heading towards the West Docks, I guess.
I'm gonna head to West Docks, constantly going for cover and being as
Yeah.
quiet as
No, I
possible.
think not the main thoroughfares, the sort of back alleys and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind circuitous route, but it's quiet back alleys and yeah.
All right.
Right. Stay close.
Speed is not of the essence. Stealth is.
Yeah. Stay close, everyone.
All right.
I am going to, though, take my greater healing potion now, just in case.
Do you have one for us too as well?
No.
No.
I only have one.
Insight check. All right.
Can you split it? Can you split it 3 ways?
We take a shot.
Yeah, we take a shot each.
Oh man, healing shots.
Actually, is there someone where we can shore up for a short rest?
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's a good
point.
point, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Where's the alchemist? Where's forgotten his name. Beginning with F. Forgotten his name. Where's the alchemist to here? Is that more towards the West Docks or
Yanis
South
place
Docks?
is in the Western Docks.
Yanif,
Okay,
yes. We'll head towards Yanif's then.
Okay.
But
I think
he'll be a spellcaster. The lad is pretty
That's what I was
horrendous.
going to say. They probably known him as a spellcaster, so they probably already
well-
raided and took him.
Well, we'll have a look anyway. We'll just see what the situation's like. We won't go too close to it, but I just want to see what the place is like.
Okay.
Where's the Thieves Guild around here?
Thieves Guild, as it were, is at a location in the Western Docks.
Okay, heading there.
All right.
Yeah, definitely Western
Yeah.
Docks.
We're literally just going to the Western Docks
Okay.
then. Okay.
So heading away from the
Stealthily.
marketplace, you take a bit of a circuitous route and start heading towards the Western Docks. Short
Yeah.
space of time later, we'll actually go back to Malmure right now.
Oh god damn it.
So Malmure, you're floating up into the air. At the end of your round, Ravaran will use a legendary action to cast a spell. Looking up and
Okay.
seeing the area of mist, he firebolts it.
Can you hit gaseous form? I don't know if it. Oh, is it? All right, it has HP. All right, okay.
Okay.
You can still attack gaseous form. It just has a lot of advantages to be in a gaseous form. The disadvantage is you're dead slow.
Yeah.
Okay. So ranged spell attack. So that is a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so the area of fire hits your gaseous form and spreads out amongst you. You only take 1 point of damage from that.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't, because he's at a much higher level. So it's actually 12 points of damage. Still not horrific.
12 altogether or 12 more?
all together.
Okay.
There you are. His round. He will. Ooh. Can't do that. You've thrown me here, Archie.
Thank you.
Concentration is my main problem here.
What is he concentrating on?
I don't care. I think Archie doesn't care as long as he's bloody concentrating.
I can guess.
All right. So as you're rising higher, you can see him put one hand inside the other and wrap his hand around his fist. That's him done.
I'm going to look around the Temple of the People. I'm looking for maybe cracks in the roofing.
Oh, there are plenty of those.
Ma-
It's taken a significant amount of damage, and the upkeep wasn't great anyway.
Wasn't, that's right. And I am going to move wispily into the cracks of the building
All right.
to disguise my escape.
Okay, so the flame from his firebolt illuminated your cloud for a moment, and as it does, and he's putting his hand back in there, you, like a genie being sucked back into its lamp, force your presence into one of the cracks of the building. And we'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
The three of you make your way out the main part of town, getting through the archway and heading down through the streets. You come across Yanev's place. You can see the front door is lying on the floor.
I was going to say, this is embarrassing. I do actually have 2 potions of healing, so I'll pass one to Duke. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I do have some.
I'll swing it straight away.
Yeah, I'm just swigging mine, which is 4d4 plus 4.
6 HP, that's good.
Ooh.
Oh. That's better. Oh.
Looking better. I might actually survive a dagger wound now. Um, thank you.
No problem.
Can we keep an eye on Jan's place for a while, see if there's any activity? A couple of minutes. If there's not, want to proceed to go in.
It seems quiet in this part of town compared to everyone else. A lot of the commotion you heard was in the main town centre. You hold there in an alleyway and watch Yanis' place for a while. The doors open. You hear a distant scream from elsewhere in the city. An explosion from somewhere. There's a boom which shakes the floor. Nothing happens at Yanis. The place remains still. Door on the floor.
Fedora, how about you cover us and me and Duke will try and have a look. I'm going to start stealthing up to the door.
I'm going to hide where I am, but I'm going to keep a watch.
All right.
So, like a stealth check.
Stealth check, please. Yeah, absolutely.
22.
I'll leave. Well, Bora goes slightly ahead of me, and I'll follow, maybe 10 foot behind.
Oh dear, not the best, but all right.
You're mine to come. Yeah, I'm nowhere near your levels.
Yeah.
The two of you make your way across the street towards
Natural 1, 6.
to Yanif's place. You look inside the dimly lit interior. There's a bit of light coming from outside. At least the smoke has cleared partially, and it being in the dead of night, a full moon is in the sky tonight, so it illuminates the street as the cloud of, a combination of cloud and the other cloud of smoke that's wandering over the city just parts for a minute, illuminating the area as you walk across. You get up to the wall, and you can see this moonlight shining in through the window, so it illuminates the front shop area. There are no actual lights inside. So you've got where there's the glazed window, the moonlight's on the floor in there. You can see things are on the floor in something of a disarray.
Yanif.
There's a bang from the ceiling.
Anything up on the roof?
No, I mean it's a 3-story building, so it's something upstairs.
Is there
Are there any?
Oh.
Yeah, are there any obvious potions or things left? Is it all on the floor in ruin?
There are a few smashed vials. They kept a lot of the potions behind the counter, but the place is quite dark in there. Although you are elves, I suppose. So
Yeah, we do have dark vision, I think, up to 60
you can
feet.
see
isn't
a
it?
few bottles scattered around. It looks like the shelves have been cleaned out, though.
Sense that
Makes sense. It's not worth it. Let's just keep going.
I'm gonna pop in and have a quick search
All
behind
right.
the counter.
Duke goes
Yeah.
through the door. Ranthor, you open your eyes.
Ooh. Can I move?
Your hands appear to be bound. Not only are your hands bound at the wrist, it would seem that you've had something wrapped around your fingers and thumbs as well. Something in your mouth as well. A gag.
Fucking hell, they know how to look after the spellcasters, don't they?
You look
Oh,
down,
they forgot that I could use my eyebrows.
you see Elril not far away, still unconscious.
Do I notice that he's breathing okay, yeah?
He appears to be breathing okay. There are a few other people on the ground near here.
Hmm.
There's a man in the room. You see a couple of what look like militia guards. The man is wearing a gentleman's coat and has dark hair tinged with grey at the temples, pulled back. You've seen him before on occasion. Never to speak to, but this would be who the town refers to as the Hallmaster, Sten.
Okay.
He turns and sees your eyes open.
I will look at him and sort of usher my hands towards him to have him release me, to free me as such.
He comes closer and crouches down. These are troubling times. Don't you agree?
I will nod briefly, yeah, so he knows I understand.
I've worked long and hard for the benefit of this town, to help its people. And I'm sure you seek to do good. Are you a good person, would you say? I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
I will try and mumble it, but it probably won't make much sense. But I'll mumble my name. Maybe he had heard it in passing through previous adventures.
I'm sorry, I can't quite understand you. And I'm not allowed to remove your gag just yet. Forgive me. But there is still time for you to do good for this town. If that is what you wish.
I'll nod.
He stands up again and goes to the back of the room. Opens the door, and you see him lean out and nod. A robed figure comes in wearing a golden mask. Ah, some of them are awake. It is always preferable to do it when they are awake. Elril, your eyes come open at this point. You just focus in on the room. You can see, short distance away, Ranfor on the ground, looking up at the Hallmaster, figure in a golden robe, comes in, reaching down towards Ranfor, where Ranfor is, past him, and pulls up another individual. Grey, peppered beard, wearing blue all over. Come, now. Yanif, isn't it? And he pulls the gag down from Yanif's mouth. With whatever it is you need, Yanif is only looking to help the town, and that is good that you are looking to do that, said Hallmaster Sten. And you will continue to do good service for the town. Yes, you will. Come with me, Yanif. You will cooperate, will you not? Well, of course, Yanif is always looking to help the people of this town. And you would do anything to help the people of this town, would you not, Yanif? I always like to get permission.
At this point, if I can, Jamie, I'm going to try and voice to Yannick. Although I've not met him in person, I've been near the shop when goods have been purchased.
Okay.
So I'm going to sort of try and signal him to try and voice some form of spell in order to distract, so that he can try and free us.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Give me a persuasion roll disadvantage.
Ah, persuasion with disadvantage. Bloody hell, where is it? Does that come through? Oh, let's hope that's the disadvantage one, yeah?
Oh.
Ah,
No!
well, halved it.
Yannick looks round at you, and the gold mask figure looks down on you as well. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Come, Yannick. Let's talk. I think I'll be doing most of the talking now. You lead Yannick out of the room. And as he goes, you see the gold mask figure produce his knife. Curved bronze blade. As he goes round the corner with Yannick. The Hall Master leaves as well, leaving you and several other individuals in this room alone. You hear the briefest scream that's cut off from a room nearby.
Just one quick question. How many HP are we on?
One.
Didn't think it'd be much higher. I just wanted to check,
Yeah.
see when we're awake, and it might come important. I take it I'm bound and gagged as well.
Indeed you are. Yes, I should have said sorry. While you
I
think
don't
about
like to
what you're going to
presume.
do, I'm just going to say, Duke, you step into the main part of the shop. There's a creak on the ceiling as if somebody walks up there.
I'm going to try and do the old jump up and slide to the side of the counter. Quite a quick recce in the search to see if anything's there, then back out again.
Okay. You get over to the other side of the counter. You've never been on this side of the counter. You can see there's a doorway at the back of the room and a flight of stairs leading up. As you're this close, you clearly hear the growl now. There's a growl from up there, and then a clink, as if metal is striking against metal.
I know what it is. Duke ain't got a clue. Here, boy.
Behind the counter, it looks like the bottles have been cleared out. Give me a perception check.
Nine.
No, you look around and all you find are empty flasks. You find a box which has got a collection of mouldering animal parts in, which smells awful. Another box which has got lots of horns and teeth in it. But it looks like lots of bottles are broken in here. There's sticky substance on the floor. But you'd say this place has been ransacked.
Yeah, leave again. So just hop over and go out. There's nothing there. It's been cleaned out.
Okay, let's keep going. I just call back to Tora. Come on, let's go. Let's get going.
I will wait until I see them come out before I
Alright.
reveal myself.
You move back out into the street, into the moonlight.
Edge of the building and make our way towards where we think the thieves' guild is, or the thieves.
Yeah, I'd see
hide
them
out
and then
door.
follow
So you move back through the streets.
quietly.
Yes.
Okay, Malmio, as you disappear into the crack, you just see Clay appear again in front of Ravaran.
Oh.
He swings, almost as if he did not notice not being there. Swings again, missing twice. That was a 12 and 13. Ravaran will... reached out to cast a spell. Hits. Clay has lightning arc across his body. He reacts to it not at all. He gets a swing at Ravaran again. That's a miss again. That one's a hit. Okay. So Clay swings, missing. Ravaran steps back, and then Clay lunges forward, stabbing Ravaran in the stomach. Ravaran stumbles, and Clay pulls back his sword, holding both arms back as he used to in the arena before he put his the swords down. He has a sword only in one hand, the other hand is empty, but the movement is the same as he swings them down towards Ravran, but Ravran is not there when the swords meet the air.
Ooh.
Getting tired though.
The sword hits the ground where Ravran once was.
Ooh.
Unsure of what to do, Clay pulls his sword up and stops. Stands completely still.
I can't do a lot. I can't talk. I can't take any actions on stuff. I'm just moving at 10 feet around towards the closest part of the wall I can see that's, or I can fly over the wall, I suppose.
Okay.
Can I make a bonus action to command him? Because it doesn't say I have to actually say the words out loud.
I would think you have to.
Okay. It says I use a bonus action to mentally command any
Well, in
creature.
that case,
Oh, nice.
Overwritten.
that's what it says. I'm happy with that.
That is what it says. I can mentally command it. Second paragraph down. So can I see a way out from the top of the Temple of the People?
So from your elevated
of
position,
town.
you peer out of the crack that you're hiding in.
Yeah.
Not using your eyes, which is an unusual sensation to say the least.
Yeah.
You can see from your position over the outer wall and some distant figures just disappearing, like in the darkness, just disappearing off to the north. It looks like there's troops all over the wall and a huge amount of troops in this northern area of the city where, between the two outer walls. You can see the Helvetian garrison from here, which is just fully ablaze, parts of it collapsed.
Wow.
No sign of Lawmaster Borrow.
Yeah, the shitbag. I will, okay, I'll command Clay to go back my laboratory and guard it.
Okay. Wordlessly, Clay turns and stalks back through the corridors. You can see
then I will...
the dragon flying over the city to the south. So the dragon's gone over the main part of the city now.
Yeah, okay. I'm just at 10 feet around. I'm going to be making my way. I can do this for up to an hour. I can float for an hour. So I'm just going to try and get north or as over the wall as quickly as possible, up and in that direction before I start to come down again. And then head north. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Get out of here.
I just got no way to contact any of you. I got no idea if you're alive. But
We don't know where you are or what you're doing exactly the same.
Yeah, I know Corim's alive, and then there's hope. While Corim's alive, there's hope. I suppose I would be looking for Razvin, actually. Whenever I last saw his body, I would start in that direction.
So you
Given his...
slowly, oh so slowly, start to float towards the wall. The door to the room in the halls opens, and the hallmaster re-enters. The two of you are there on the floor, bound and gagged. I am sorry about this. Can I have a perception roll from both of you?
— 16.
19.
Ranthor. Hallmaster looks tired. The weight of his office hanging heavily on him. His dark clothing, offset only by the white shirt, which looks crumpled, and the golden torque around his neck standing at stark odds to the rest of his outfit.
Sounds like he's had a bit of a
Looks
tough
down
running
at
over
you.
these past couple of weeks.
I think we can get you out of here now. Looking down at you, Ranthor.
Mm-hmm. What I'll do is I'll issue to his chest with a finger, to try and signal to him that I'll take him with us. So I'll point to me, point to Ross's character and him, and then I'll sort of issue a signal to say that we'll leave together.
Well, let's check if the coast is clear. The guards are loyal to Hallmaster. So he gets up and goes over to the corridor. Pulls you up to his feet, up to your feet. Goes and looks at the door. Okay. Goes over to you, Ranthor, pulling you by the shoulder towards the corridor. Looks down at Elril. We'll be back for you in a second. Out in the corridor, looks to the right, to the left, heads left and goes through a door on the far side, trying to pull you with him. Quickly.
Yeah.
You get into the room. The gold masked man is here. I'm glad you wish to help us. Master Sten said you wish to be helpful. Yes? I need to be sure that you will not try and harm anyone here, so if you could place your arms on the table so we can see clearly that you're not up to anything.
Yeah. I'll follow his instructions.
Alright. You place your arms on the table and you feel strong hands come around your shoulders and arms holding your hands down. Good. The gold-faced man moves towards you as Sten leaves the room. Can you make an athletics check, please?
I'm glad you asked. Athletics or acrobatics?
Like an athletics check, please. All right.
6.
As they hold you down, you instinctively react to it, but the two men seem to have been chosen for their particular strength. They hold your hands down as the gold-faced man brings his bronze dagger down on your wrists and starts roughly sawing at you.
Can I use my reactions? Or do I have no chance?
What would you like to do as a reaction?
Misty Step.
No.
Does,
Verbal.
What are the requirements for Misty Step?
Verbal.
Is it verbal, is it?
Yeah.
God. Is it really? Checking out.
And,
Yeah, it is. It's verbal.
okay.
Son of a bitch.
So he starts sawing through your wrists with this dagger. Elril, even through his gag, you hear Ranthor scream out a couple of rooms away. Anything you'd like to do? I feel like I've always
trying
been
to see
so
what I can-
horrible to
yeah.
Spartan.
What's somatic mean?
You need to make hand movements,
Yes, yeah.
which is why
You need
they
one
bound
hand
your
free.
hands. It's why I asked, am I gagged and bound?
Yeah. So even when he's sawing my hands, I can't do anything at all. That would be somatic. The only reason I ask is because if I could move my hands in any way, I'd like to do thunderclap, but it's dependent on what I can do, I guess.
They tied your wrists and bound your fingers together, almost as if they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Dipped in lava, scarred for life, missing hands, missing eyes. Maybe we could piece them all together. They might eventually make one guy.
All right.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
So, can I do a divine sense?
You can do a divine sense.
I've got to do something.
Okay.
So it's I can sense anything. I can detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 foot, which is not within total cover.
No, nothing.
Okay.
All right.
How many others are in the room?
There are what look like another 4 people, all unconscious.
Is there anything which is even half shut? What are my hands bound with?
It's a rope.
Too long to sort. Are my feet bound?
Your feet are also bound, yes. Ranthor's were as well. They had to. Hormass would have had to have cut those for Ranthor to walk out.
Is there anywhere in the room which looks like it's got like just a sharp surface, kind of like either the edge of a step or edge of a door or a big piece of wood sticking up or something?
You look around at the other people. They seem to be stripped of any weapons. The room seems to be stripped of any furniture. The door opens and the Hallmaster comes in. He comes over to you, crouches down. It's not what I wanted. And I am sorry that the town has fallen like this. Let me help you up. He produces a knife and cuts the bonds at your feet. Pulls you up to your feet. And let's get you out of here.
It's probably the stupidest thing that I could ever do. I'm gonna headbutt him.
Okay, unarmed attack.
$14.
That's a hit.
Oh,
It's only 3 bludgeoning damage.
Slam your forehead hard down on his nose. There's a crunch. And he jerks his head back. Ugh. Takes a couple of steps away from you, knife still in his hand. He turns towards the door and opens his mouth, then lunges forward with the knife. Missing you awfully, her arm going completely past you.
Oh my! Go on!
go on!
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Go psycho on him!
What would Ranthor do?
Yeah.
Oh, we know
Right.
what Ramthor would do. They'd just go and try and bat him. You say the door's open.
The door is open, yeah.
Run.
You're going to
Leg
run,
it, yeah.
run past him. Okay. So you run straight past him in the corridor. He's almost too shocked. There's no one in the corridor. It stretches along left and right. There is a door that's partially ajar on the opposite side of the corridor, to the left of you. Looks like 2 more doors on the right, and then it's a T-junction at the far end.
Down to the T-junction.
You've run down to the T-junction. Feet slapping on the ground. You hear behind you, "Guards! Guards!" as the Hallmaster comes out. You get to the T-junction, look left and right. Right leads out into the main open area of the halls itself. You can see it's only a short corridor, and you can see the huge columns, the mosaic floor where it has the huge mosaic of King Myloc's face there.
Yep.
You can run that way.
Yep.
All right. Hands still bound. Run along the corridor out into the main area. There are a couple of people here, and they seem shocked as you run past. You see a cage which has a number of people inside. They look at you. There's blood all down their chin and running onto their necks, and none of them appear to have hands. You can see the entrance leading out into the night.
Yep.
You continue to run.
I'm just bolting.
All right. You run out, the cool night air hitting your face, the steps right in front of you. Down in the docks, the 3 of you look for the Thieves Guild. Always difficult to find, even amongst those of you who know where to look. A number of buildings here have been destroyed.
Tora, do you have any idea where the Thieves Guild could be? Have you done dealings with them before? I've not actually had dealings with any of the Thieves Guild here.
They swap around.
I haven't,
They
no.
keep changing the location every now and again, but it's here somewhere. There's normally a mark on the door.
What's the mark look like?
You'll recognise it. It's in sort of a thieves' card saying "Welcome."
Oh,
Those
okay.
who know
we
are
can read
welcome.
that then. Okay.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
read that. Well, loads of the doors are caved in. Just
Yeah, I suggest we split up and I suggest we just split up and look at some of the doors and try and find the entrance.
personally think we should not split up.
Let's split up.
I personally think do not split up. There's only 3 of us. If we lose each other, then there might be a chance we can't get to the other person. So it's better to stay in numbers.
Duke, do you use any sort of magic?
No, I've just got my wits.
Okay. I know.
Wits
Tora,
and the roll of the dice at the table is normally my style.
And Tora, you've used only Misty Step, don't you?
I only Misty Step, yes.
'Cause I'm the only one that can communicate between us all. From a distance anyway.
What's your distance range?
It's about 120 feet.
Don't know.
Okay, I want to just. Can I see if there's any manhole covers to the sewers? I try again.
Yeah, you can have another look.
Investigation or perception?
I'll take a perception check, please.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, can't see it.
No, in fact, some areas of the Western Docks, the sewage just runs down the street itself. It appears only in the more wealthy area they actually have sewers.
Right. Should we head towards the sea? It's probably I don't know. That's probably the only way I can think of now.
There'll be some tunnels or hideouts here where the Thieves Guild is. We just look around for a mark. I'm gonna start looking around the doors for a
Yeah.
telltale mark or sign of the Thieves Guild.
I'm going to take.
I'm.
I'll take an investigation check.
I'll check as well.
Yeah, I was gonna check. So
You want one for each of us, or just one from one of us, Jimmy?
Each of you is fine. Each of you is fine.
Oh, 21.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not doing well in perception investigation at all today.
15 from me.
Okay. Duke, you step over a manhole cover and find a doorway. There's a jar with the twin crosses marked on it. It's difficult to see at first, but it's well placed and hidden. There it is. Fortunately, the door is open.
Have a listen.
Nothing but the sea a few streets away.
Oh, wait. I'll signal to Olborin and Datura.
I'll make my way over.
Okay.
This is the entrance, but it looks... The door's open, which is quite unusual.
I think if the door's open, we shouldn't go in there.
It's all quiet in there. They might have supplies, or they might have a way we can hide. I'm going to slip inside.
I'll slip inside after him.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it quiet as shit though.
Yeah.
It's a short corridor, no more than 10 feet long. There's only a door at the far end, wooden. Small hatch in it.
Is that ajar or closed?
It's closed.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll go over to him.
I'm going to have a quick check of it to see if there's any obvious trap in front before I step up to the door.
Yeah.
Investigation, is it, or is it
Yeah,
perception?
Investigation, please.
Go on, lad. Go on.
It's fine.
I was gonna check, but yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. I'm going to step up to the door and rap lightly on it, and in thieves' can't say, "We need aid. We need shelter."
The hatch opens.
Human?
Humans' eyes look out at you. No shelter to be given here, friend. If I were you, I'd get out of the city.
That's what we're trying to do. Do you have a tunnel?
No tunnels. Unless you have money.
Money.
I've
How
got
much
money.
you ask? How much are you asking? How would you be? Which would be willing for us to get safe passage out of the city, and you let us through there?
We've got a boat that we think we get through. Seats are expensive though.
How much?
1,000
1,000 what?
gold.
How much do you have, Datura?
I have 480 gold, 1,000 silver, and 288 copper.
I've got 710 gold pieces altogether.
Too rich for us.
That's a shame. You look like nice people.
Yeah, you're that one. You don't.
Sounds like you could afford one seat though.
It's 1,000 each. Are you kidding me?
No. It's an expensive seat. What kind of price do you think you should put on guaranteed escape from this hellhole?
I thought you'd do it for the good of your own heart instead.
What guild do you think this is?
I'm studying his speech
Okay.
as we're talking and trying to gain what he looks like as well. By the way,
It's difficult
You can't-
because at the moment you've got this much of him.
yeah. You need any help organising
Shit.
this escape?
I have something that you can have. Sorry, go on.
Any help? Yeah, I'm finding the boat's having trouble moving without 3,000 gold. What can you do?
Have.
I can't pay you 3,000 gold for that.
I will pull out a diamond because I have a diamond. I just realised.
Okay.
Right.
I have a revived diamond. I kind of want to say it for myself, but
I'm literally. I want us to get some passage out here so we can form a plan so we can come back for people and find. So, I'm just gonna say I have this diamond. It's worth more than all three of us here. Way, way more. It is worth 5,000 gold.
Bullshit.
This diamond.
Hold it up to the light.
Hold it up to the light.
Okay. What is the diamond actually worth?
It just 5,000 gold.
Does it?
Yeah.
oh right, Jesus, okay.
Where did you
what
get that from?
I got given it. So. Okay. So I'm going to hold it up and say it's worth more. So I expect. Have you got some potions? Have you got some gear? Have you got somewhere we can safely passage and get us on that boat, all three of us?
You give me that diamond, the three of you can have a cabin on the boat.
I will give you the diamond once I see the boat. You have my word.
Yeah.
You get us out, get us to that boat, this diamond's yours.
Persuasion roll.
God damn it, I'm not the
Come
best
on.
at this. 14.
That's perception.
Oh, perception, sorry, my bad. Ooh. Oh, sorry. I thought that was too good for me. I was like, what?
Right, roll
Oh,
it
yeah.
again.
My 8.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. Difficult to trust anyone these days.
Well, how about I give you...
No, it's okay. Let's leave.
All right.
Okay.
It's lost, not ours.
Good luck out there.
I said, we'll head out away from earshot. Let's go find that boat he's talking about.
Gonna be down the docks down the
Yeah,
west.
let's go find it ourselves.
Heading towards the west dock.
Okay. Elril runs out into the marketplace. There are a few people. You can see several hobgoblins out here. Looks like a couple of Goliaths as well, wearing gold torques. They're not in any organised way. They're milling around, moving stuff around, pulling carts, collecting goods. You can see there are lights on in Zedivors across the other side of the marketplace. There are shouts and footsteps coming from behind you in the halls.
Is there a alleyway really close where I can just run, just head straight down an alleyway and start getting into the back streets?
You look to the left. The militia building is direct to the left. To the right, there's another building and an alleyway there. You go that way?
Hold for that, yep.
You run for the alleyway, ducking into the side. As you step into the alleyway, you feel a downdraft as some dark shape passes over the top of the alleyway between the two buildings. Shouts out in the main marketplace now. Where's he? He went that way. He assaulted the hallmaster.
Yeah, I'm just going to make every single twist and turn that I can to just run through the back streets.
All right, make a stealth roll, please.
Avoiding main streets. If all my gear's off, what gear am I still wearing? Have I got anything?
They didn't strip your clothes or armor off. They just took your weapons away.
So that's my longsword and my shield. Oh dear. Oh, with disadvantage, because everybody wants to make a stealth roll. Here we go.
No.
Oh, it could have been good, but it was an 8.
Okay. You run through the streets silently, moving left and right. Everything is quiet for a period of time. Till you reach a point where you run out of alleyways and it looks like you have to step out into a wider street to get any further from here or head back. This is the main road that leads to the northern gate or back into the marketplace.
Can I hear any noise behind me?
Make a perception check.
At least this isn't at disadvantage. Perception. That's a 10.
Right. Distant shouts, nothing too close.
Okay, I'm going to very quickly take a moment to lay on hands, because all I have to do is touch me.
Okay.
So I'll put 5 points into me.
Only hadn't wasted 5 points on that.
I know. Never mind. I thought I was being nice. I'm gonna carefully look out into the main street.
Clear. That way. You can see all the way to Northern Gate. Dragon sat in the street facing the other way. It's on all fours with its head down low, facing towards the marketplace.
When I looked to the north gate, were there people around it?
No.
Is there a... If I back up a bit, is there any other way which leads to the northern gates through side streets?
If you go back,
Or is this the last one before I...
you can try and wind your way through some other streets and possibly come out a bit further up. Not all of the streets are open. It's a bit of a risk. But it's a bit of a risk.
How
stepping out to the
far
side.
away is the northern gate?
The northern gate is...
Yeah, it's going to be a risk whichever I go.
If you step out there, it is about 80 feet away.
Okay. I will step carefully out into the main street and sticking as close as I can to the building, start walking up towards the gate, but I'm constantly looking around. Looking for any movement, looking for an entrance into another alleyway if I need to duck in.
Alright, so you continue to run through the streets. And looking for another way. Alright. Back down.
No, I said I'm going to take a step out into the main street
Oh, the main street.
and start into the main street because I'm looking to make sure it's clear. I'm going to stick as close to the building that I'm next to as I can. And if I see another side street, I'm going to dip into that.
Okay, yep, I got that then. Alright, so as you step out, can you make a stealth roll for me?
Because stealth is my thing.
Versus the dragon's passive perception.
Oh no.
No!
Passive perception is like 20 or something like that, I imagine.
Yeah, well, I've got no chance of passing a stealth roll against the passive perception of a dragon.
Move up the cobbled street and moving, you think, quite quietly, your feet just slapping through some puddles. You're coming close up to another alleyway and you feel a draft come from towards the marketplace. You glance over your shoulder and see the dragon has turned round 180 degrees, head cocked upon seeing you. Roll initiative.
Oh, you're cruel. You're so cruel.
Fucking leg it. All of your movement, all your action, everything, just run. Find a manhole cover.
Okay. So initiative, yes.
Initiative.
Please. Let's determine if it's you or the dragon going first here.
Oh wow. Oh. Let's see if that comes up. Nope, of course it doesn't. That'll be a 9.
All right. So you look back, you see the dragon's head low towards the street. It's really low, and the bulk of its body is up high. It has its neck down really close towards the ground. You see its neck is swollen to the point it's much larger than the head itself, out like that. That swollen neck quickly comes in as the chest pushes forward and a gout of flame comes towards you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Does he need to? Does he even need to bother?
Probably not, but let's just do it.
It's 15, but that's not enough for this type of dragon.
Nope.
Okay.
How dead is Elril?
Cash in seconds, or?
Oh yeah, you just need to get 24 and that's it.
Right, I think I'm going to...
No coming back.
Oh, fucking hell.
Flame straight along here. Down at the docks, there's a rumble, and a gout of flame bursts up somewhere in the city. There are a couple of ships here. It seems the main part of the attacking force was in the southern docks. It's quite easy to spot the ship that they were talking about, hurriedly being loaded up with cargo. A whole bunch of people on board.
Let's get on.
Is there a smaller boat or a rowboat or something else near there?
There is a rowboat, for sure. There is a small open boat with a single sail on it.
Grab that.
Yeah, get on our own one, and then which direction do we want to head, though? That's the thing.
Well, I think we should let the other one go out first. It'll probably
Yeah.
get attacked or ransacked. If it doesn't, we can follow. We get the oars from the ship with the oars and pile into the sailing boat with oars. I know I can't pilot one of these things. I've tried before and I just went in circles. It was just a nightmare. Do your magics allow you to conjure up wind or propel us or move a boat? Do you have any?
Nothing that fancy, my friend.
The only thing I can suggest is we could pay 2 of the people from there to come and row the boat for us.
Maybe we can persuade them to come with us instead. Lesser people, less of a target, I guess.
It's not 1,000 gold.
What's happening with this this boat? It's been loaded up with supply. The people going on to it, are they like normal townsfolk? Are they?
Look relatively normal.
They're not obvious roguish type characters. I'm saying they're not.
No, the qualified rogues don't dress as thieves.
Do any of the people there, do they just look like normal kind of people that would literally pick a pocket you or break into your house kind of thing?
Investigation check.
Okay.
Or break into your house. That's a bit of a big jump there. Yeah.
18.
You looking over them, they look like completely ordinary people, like as if it's farmers and whatnot, until you spot one of them signaling to the other in thieves' camp.
Okay, so it's the Thieves Guild. There's some leaders down there with normal people. Okay.
I think we could try and sneak into like maybe try and I don't know. Is there any like barrels that they're trying to take in there, or can we see any barrels or any like sort of big storage boxes or anything that they're trying to take into the ship? Or
I'm just concerned, right, is if they're normal farm-looking folk, right? He tried to charge us 1,000 gold, so he's ripping us off. So it could actually be cheaper because if there's raggedy people getting on and they're not letting people like us on, then there's something dodgy going on.
maybe they just need skilled people in certain things. I don't know.
There'd be people around you. They look like normal folk, doesn't it? You don't.
Yeah.
You're part of the thieves' network.
From behind you, from the road that leads down to the docks, there's the sound of a horse.
Oh fuck.
Wheels of a carriage coming.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide. Completely hide.
Can I go on like down steps underneath one of the docks, away from the road level?
Sure.
Yeah, kind of go under there and like hide. Yeah.
Up on them.
Okay, stealth rolls from all these, please.
24.
16.
12.
The cart stops. Robed figure gets out. Principally, he's got his head away from you, moves round to the back of the cart and shouts over to the people at the on the boat. Someone comes over. There's some sort of an argument going on.
We overhear it.
Deception.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to listen to the robe figures. Has he got like a big robe on or a big hood on or something? Saying.
He's got his back to you as it stands.
Oh, 13 is the highest.
11.
You can't quite make out what's been said, but the guys from the ship move around to the back of the cart and they start unloading 3 long crates. Crates are about 2 foot across, 6-7 feet long. And they get them and they start loading them onto the ship. The robed figure goes over, shakes the hand of one of them and gets back up into the cart, turning it round and heading back up the street. Perception check from Datura, please.
Yeah.
You catch the briefest glimpse of Mecklen's face as he rides up into the city.
Ooh.
Yeah, dodgy fecker.
You asshole. I'll whisper very quietly, like into Alboran's ear, and say, "Meg." But if he's gone, I want to watch to see how this pans out, personally, but...
I think we should try and get onto that ship somehow.
I think if we go up to them and just ask them, we've made the way here. I have something to, like, which enough currency...
They're just gonna steal it off you. So you're on that boat, they're gonna cut our throats and steal the stuff.
I think we should try and sneak on and maybe get into a barrel or something. Maybe get into a box.
I'm not going on that ship. I'll make my own way out. If you want to go, May, whoever you follow, Sardonyx is probably a good pick. May's blessing be on you.
I'm just concerned. My only concern is if we get a smaller boat and keep to the coast inland a bit more, that would probably be better than wherever they're going more into the open.
Yeah.
So
they're part of. They're either with the invaders or they've got an agreement with them. There's something going on that's not quite right.
Something's dodgy, so I do feel a bit apprehensive getting onto that boat. However,
what are our choices?
Being in open water with a dragon is my concern. That's my one concern. Especially a big boat, it's a big target.
Are there any obvious patrols around here? Is there any sign of them patrolling the docks?
Not in the time you've been here, no. But you have heard voices. I mean, I'm pretty much you hear voices like there are this invading force moving around, and I assume as you've moved through the streets, you've ducked down and hidden from them. You have heard periodically, but there's not been a lot of motion down in the western docks. Nowhere near like in the main part of town.
We can't see across to the southern docks from here, can we?
No, there's a wall dividing.
Wall, yeah. Must have.
Is it looking a bit or slightly up north of the western docks?
You know, Myste-Hass is on the peninsula.
Yeah.
I know off the top of my head that sort of the southern docks go out to the east. And there's the caves and everything over there. What happens with the north part of this? Does it curve up and around? Is there a coastline going up to the north as well?
You can actually walk along the coast, get
That's
onto
what
the
I was
beach, and
thinking.
then walk up to the cliffs. A party before have come down and managed to get under the city doing that, so you can walk.
Walk up the cliffs to the north, sorry, or to the
That's
east?
North.
That's what I just
I
asked
think
him
that's
what
our
was up
plan.
north.
I think we need to hug the kind of city line, go underneath the piers, dart from one to the other, and get up north.
Well, that's why I asked what was up. What could I see up north? So
Maybe we can head. What's up north?
Yes, a plan. So however you want to run that is.
because that way, because we're technically outside the north gate, so we wouldn't have to go through that either.
Can we just get in the rowboat and pull ourselves along the wall so we're down out of sight?
Yeah. Yes, you can. You could just.
We don't have to row that way. Literally just pulling the boat along from in a pier and just work our way
Yeah.
up from the
I
edge.
know what you mean.
Yeah, you can do that. Is that what you want to do?
Well, yeah, that's the plan.
Quietly.
So the three of you move stealthily down to the docks, get yourself on the rowboats, and then just pulling yourself along the edge of the harbour. Move you to the north. Move your way to the north. All right.
That's the plan.
All right. Two more things before we close for tonight. Malmir, you return to your normal form outside of the wall.
Before I do, could I have drifted somewhere where I could have gained sight on the Temple of Gar, please?
Okay. Well, you'd have to go up. You'd see it from a distance because you're moving 10 feet around. You got an hour's worth.
That's okay. Just from a distance is okay. Does it look wrecked?
You think it's intact from where you are.
Is this the new Temple of Gar in the north? Or the old Temple of Gar that was wrecked?
Are you thinking of Darius?
No, wasn't the old Temple of Gar was wrecked because it fell down, didn't it? The old cat ones of the catacombs.
Temple of Resurrection, yeah. It looks like it's intact from where you are, yes.
Okay. I'd still continue what I was doing. Heading out.
So you head out to the north now.
Mm.
So you float over the main wall of the city, seeing the forces that are arrayed here. And you float as far as you can before your potion wears off. You're aware that it's happening and bring yourself close down to the ground before finding physical form again. You pause here and look back towards the town, orange light flickering out from beyond. Crow sits in a tree nearby, caws at you in the darkness.
Okay. It caws at me.
Yeah.
Ominous. Do I know where I am?
Oh yes, you're a little bit off Mylock's way. You're in the wilds, effectively, but you're away from the main road.
Into the wilds. Okay. I'm going to ignore the ominous crow. I'm going to reach into my pack and check that my this green stone is in there. And then, feeling secure knowing that's with me, I am going to find a reasonable walking stick and start walking towards Rasfin's farm.
Okay. You make your way north in the darkness.
No light.
A dog barks somewhere behind you. Something scutters through the grass. You pause and look back. Ranford, do we still have you online? Are you still here, Spartan?
Yes, still here, mate.
All right. Black out from the pain as
Yeah, I
the
thought it was
knife digs
much.
into your wrists. When you awaken, it is dark. You feel that your wrists have been bandaged in some way. Your face feels like it's caked with dry blood. You're no longer gagged, but there is pain in your mouth.
Pulled my tongue down.
Your tongue has been cut out.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
You feel motion. You realise that there's something like a wall. You lay face down, but there's some wall a short distance in front of your face. You're jostled around. Then you feel more some voices nearby, more motion. You jerk left and right in this small room that you've been put in, banging against the wood. There's a clump and a loud bang from above you. You're there for a while.
Can I gauge how long I'm there for?
You wait. You wait. An hour maybe. Some muffled voices again. And then a general sense of motion.
As if I'm not on land. As if I'm at sea.
Quite possibly. And that's where we're going to leave it tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Everything's gone to shit. Everything.
Bit of a chaotic session there. I hope that was okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It's a shame we had to end it early. I could go for another hour.
I like the perspective between us all. That was really cool. That was.
Yeah, difficult running a split party, but you all stayed entertained for your parts.
It was good. It was a great session. Thank you.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that actually. Nice
Yeah,
format.
it's good. Yeah.
Okay, so